1 minute away.
Minute away for what?
Just what?
1 minute away for what?
Well,
My tummy chose the wrong time to hurt now.
Aw.
Well,
Hello, everybody.
well,
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 Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
well.
well,
Want to be friends? Well,
well.
Are we
Are
friends?
Are we Facebook friends, Will?
Are we friends? Want to be friends?
you want to be friends? Well,
Want to be friends?
Are we friends?
Want to be friends? Want to be friends?
you want to be friends? Well,
Want to be friends?
want to be friends? Well,
Want to be friends?
want to be friends? Well.
That better be the most commented thing on this VOD whenever it comes up. Hey guys, what's going on? We're here playing some Navi, as we do every week for the remainder of our lives.
Oh man,
Until
it's
the campaign
never ending.
I've already decided this is basically gonna be like Days of Our Lives. Like the
Okay.
first couple of like seasons, like people liked it, and then they just made it keep going until the end of all time. You may think it's over, but in actuality, they just pushed it to a parallel timeline where it continues to go to this day.
Oh.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's sometimes
I
hard
don't watch
to...
Days of Our Lives.
Well, it was okay. Though they put magic in it, which is pretty cool. But like they made magic be like the secondary thing to all the fucking.
See,
Oh, of
for
course.
some reason, I thought Days of Our Lives was like a sitcom,
It
kind
is?
of like Friends.
Well, no, it was not a sitcom. No. That was no. It was one of those. It was one of those like mom dramas.
Soap operas.
Oh, like oh.
Yeah, mom
okay.
dramas.
Oh. Well then, so soap opera.
Yeah, mom dramas.
Colloquially known.
It's
Like wine
our-
mom telenovela.
It's our attempt to be a telenovela, but never succeeding.
It was pretty okay, cause like there was a witch in it, and she was all like fucking like always trying to like take over the world or some shit, and like it was like a B plot, and I'm like, how come this is the B plot?
The only thing I remember of soap opera was I was a kid and encountered the one episode where the guy was like chained up and all that kind of stuff, and that explains a lot about me.
When I think about it, I feel like my fetishes started back when I saw one episode of a soap opera and there was people chained up,
That's when it clicked.
and that's how I
You
ended
would
up.
have
And that's
turned
how I
back.
ended up with Vor. Wait, Vor? Yeah, it was a weird episode.
Wait, what?
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here first.
Oh
and
yes,
foremost.
from the crazy heckin' thing where people are like, Blue must have a thing with Vor because he's Vored in all of his games. Tell me where I Vored in fucking DARP. Tell me right now. Who got Vored in DARP?
We haven't in Avatar yet.
Nobody
Yeah.
got Vored in DARP. Nobody got Vored in Avatar.
Yet.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone got Vored in Fairy Tale.
No, not yet.
I don't think
No,
anyone got
no.
Vored in Fairy Tale.
No one did.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I'm sensing doubt in this chat. Or are you not sure?
It happened twice in
And
Navi, though.
technically, I will say this, technically, the thing that just happened in Pokemon, nobody would want that to happen. There was teeth.
Are you
Phil,
saying that Shutter wanted his little camera eaten, or that Yome wanted to be eaten by frickin' Lord of Stonks?
Yes.
No.
No, in fact.
In fact, no.
In fact, the answer may surprise you.
Vor is
But,
only Vor if
yeah,
there's no teeth involved. I mean, whenever
was the one-
I'm sure that there is Vor with teeth involved. Like, I'm sure there is Vor with teeth involved. But, like, there was no, like, I cannot think of how a ball of energy that looks like an eyeball getting chomped down by a dude, like, who just just chomp down. Like, and that they're dead. Like, add that to the Pokemon body count. Like, I'm telling you guys right now. And yes, Pokemon is so far probably the highest death count game that we have made.
That's impressive considering.
It's impressive considering it is Pokemon. Yes, people have died gruesomely too. Other than the one that just got chomped down, there was somebody who was thrown into a metal shredder.
Oh, okay, so like a baby chicken.
And there was somebody who had been knocked into molten metal in the Fugo Ironworks. At which point I was told that they would not sink into the metal. They would instead skitter across the top of it as their body boiled and they were moving around like a skillet. So
science is wonderful.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, it's fucking people have
I
been
love
shot.
science.
Yeah.
One of the main characters, like love interest, Reina, was killed 60 years prior by a person who was using her as a human sacrifice to try to bring back his son.
Yeah.
And
That's so fucked up.
Those Lazarus pits are getting more and more expensive every year.
Like, I don't know how we have gone. Like, I don't know how it has gone 81 sessions, like 60 something, without like noticing the fact that that's a thing that's happened, and that Keanu is dating like a 9,000-year-old grandma who's a Pokemon. We have just never touched on that. We just took that and just went sailing.
There were so many people that were like eaten by Pokemon in caves.
I mean, the Pokedexes tell about all the ways people died of Pokemon.
People saw like people actually getting sliced up by a dude with traps and technology.
Oh yeah.
Mewtwo.
Yeah. All of them.
Do I need to ask for a like a detail on what does that mean?
No.
No.
They have 2 Mewtwo's, by the way.
How the fuck do you have 2 Mewtwo's?
The party has
Yes,
2 Mewtwo's.
What happened?
I mean, Mewtwo is just a weird clone of Mew. You thinking they can't have a second
They have
one?
a Mewtwo.
How'd you
Yeah, you just said they have a Mewtwo.
How'd you get 2 Mewtwo's?
They have 2 Mewtwo's and a Mew too.
Yeah.
They have 3 Mewtwo's.
No. 2 Mewtwo's and a Mew too.
Comedy.
Laugh, everyone.
Who's on first? It's pretty fun. The reason we talk a lot about Pokemon is because currently we have around 41 people in here, and that's more people that usually show up for the Monday Pokemon games, and they're probably ending very soon if anybody wants to go check those out. Tomorrow in particular is going to be a very interesting game. As again, the last one you just heard, somebody got kind of, I mean, if you want to take it as Vor, you can. I will say that. Like, it's not like you can't take it as Vor. Sometimes when I'm alone, like, I wasn't meaning it as Vor, but if you found some sort of, like, if you found some sort of talk about it being Vor, like, if you got some, you know, interesting thoughts about it or got somewhat excited for it, then, you know, you do you. Like, we're not here to shame you. I think it's really creepy and weird, but I'm not here to shame you for it.
We won't shame you.
I'm playing.
But we will not vocally shame you. But understand that in our hearts and in our minds and in our souls, you're a fucking degenerate.
Also, yes, next episode is episode 69.
Yes.
That better be if that's not the finale, I'm gonna fucking boycott your goddamn roleplay.
It could be.
I already talked to Emerald. If you don't make it, he'll name the next one 69.2.
69 and a half over 3, 5, 6 days.
No, 69 and a
It's
half.
69 plus 1. What?
There you go.
Quick, guys, get Nightshade. He'll be able to nuke us in like a game if we invite him.
That's funny because he nuked you.
But yes, so if anybody would like to go and catch up with Pokemon, you have one day. Thank you, Cyan Gemini, for $20, saying 5 to Yome and 5 to Phantom.exe. All right, cool. Thanks.
We're gonna brute force it.
Thanks, I guess.
$1 million bill is not enough.
I will take. You know what, guys? If you guys want a prestige Phantom, you can prestige Phantom all you want.
Oh no, you
I'm
got
not
it.
gonna
Okay,
stop
here we
you
go.
from doing it.
Okay, here we go. All right,
I'm not gonna stop that from happening. Who knows what'll happen if she gets more? Probably not a lot, but Probably not a
it's gonna
ton
be
at
a
all,
long
but you
day.
know. Who's to say? Like, would I really not have these do anything, guys? Yes, don't do it, but I'm not gonna stop you. Phantom inspiration, perfect. We'll make it her like Navi hair color, something like that. I guess. No, that's a little bit too much. Go a little bit more blue, I guess. Like that one. Yeah, sure. This. There we go. That works. 2,
Also,
3, 4, 5. Perfect. Look at that.
Shout out to my Uber Eats delivery guy who
We'll put her inspiration in her head because, you know, she's an artist and she needs inspiration. You know, there you go.
Oh my god.
Cyan Gemini
Yeah,
just gave
here we
$50.
go. Mhm.
Says, here, Deco.
Alright.
You know what I'm about. Phantom.exe. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
Let me
going
just get the
to.
slide whistle.
Let's go ahead and take all of those, and then we'll. There you go. Just put all that inspiration right in her brain. Perfect.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
Look at that. It's perfect. There we
Let's
go.
put in like a little stag. What is this?
You're right. I should be a lot more. There you go.
Yeah, I think it's just
Phantom.exe will now appear eventually. Now listen, guys. I don't think I would let Phantom appear for 1 prestige or any, but for 1, definitely not.
There you go. I'll do that.
Anyway, playing around. Squeaky, what happened in the last time?
Man, I am too tired for this shit.
But
Okay, I'm gonna legitimately try to remember. Last
Didn't
time.
you just rewatch it the other day and tell me about fucking things I forgot?
Yeah, I did. Your point?
I'm kidding.
So last time on that Navi, Paradox woke up, and here's his little tower.
Sometimes when I'm alone,
And
I literally do nothing. Like I just sit
he was like,
and do nothing, and it's great.
the fuck's going on here? Oh wait, I remember. I remember. Oh my god, Alan. Did you guys call the cops yet? Meanwhile, Alan and friends were like, no, we just... Shutter's got really sharp fucking cable-y shits. He's gonna fucking murder us if we fucking do that shit, Paradox. I can't help you. I can't do that. Please don't make me do that. And they just let themselves get dragged.
Yeah,
all the way to the bathroom. Here's the tent. Here we go.
That was a good tent too. Poor fucking tent.
Fucking here's Tentaboy, fucking. And then here are these fucks in their sea bear circle
Hell
being
yeah.
like,
Man,
this
they
is
look really
Savannah
sad.
because this is Savannah because she's indifferent. She's just like, God fucking. Anywho, they were taken to the bathroom where we found out that fucking Anastasia here
I love how you draw like a fucking Picasso painting.
was all like, ooh. Oh, look at me with a gun.
Did it. You're doing it.
Look at me with a gun.
Is her hair grabbing the gun?
To Kane's face. And he's like, God, she's gonna kill me, guys. Fucking, oh man. And she was all like, man, you guys could have just brought Alan. my god, guys. And they were like, we're not gonna leave Alan behind, no. And then she was like, fucking give me Alan or I'll kill Kane. And they're like, yeah, no. And then at some point Anastasia was like, actually no, Donovan eventually asked Kane, what the fuck? Why is she even here? How did she even get here, Kane? What the fuck? And Kane was like, man, it was just a prank, bro. I thought I just wanted her to fucking start shit so that Alan could cry and I can get a hard on. And fucking now the tables have turned and I still have a hard on, but for really bad reasons now.
We'll think of why later.
We'll think of why later, okay? And you know, everybody was like, what the fuck? Why? And he was like, I thought it'd be funny. And it's just like, fucking, well, guess who's
Sometimes
laughing
I wonder if people realize
now?
that they know more about my games than I do. Oh ho
It
ho
was-
hee hee ho ho.
It was Anastasia for a bit.
Yeah.
So we you know, she steps on Kane. Kane is contemplating whether or not he's into it. This is a boot. And he reveals that, yeah, this was all part of his really bad plan to fuck with Alan. And, oh no, how it has backfired. And he just couldn't stand Alan being happy. He just loved seeing him suffer. And everybody's like, what the fuck, Kane? I think we might not want to be friends. But Brad was like, Kane, why? Kane, why, dude? You need help, Kane. You need help. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Those are some weak arms that you gave Brad
Okay,
there.
hold on.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
God, Kane, I'm just so disappointed in you. You need help. Meanwhile, back in Shutter's body, freaking back inside the Tentaboy, because at some point it turns out that there was a flush in the bathroom, and Anastasia was like, "What the fuck?" And then she shot Nathan. Nathan was just trying to take a shit. He was just fucking in the bathroom playing with his here's his pants. He was just fucking checking out TikTok. Being like, man, these are some funny shit, and he had AirPods on. Man, this is some good shit. This is good TikTok. You know, hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? And then Anastasia sure didn't fucking miss when she fucking shot him. And he was like, oh no! I've been
Still
shot.
looking at his phone.
I've been shot. Oh no!
Oh
shot.
no!
And that's when Brad took the initiative to fucking jump Shutter and jab Shutter a couple times, and then there was a little bit more fighting, and then fucking wrestling down Anastasia, but not yet, actually. No, he just jabbed the thing into Shutter. Meanwhile, inside of Shutter, we're now in here. All our favorite friends. All our favorite friends. This one's Flick. This one's Cross. Who else was in here? Yay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's
So
weird.
all of our favorite friends are here. And we're just like we're just like, what the fuck are we doing in here? Why are we fucking bound? And Shutter was also bound, and he was like, fuck, she came in and she hacked me with her stupid USB. She was pointing a gun at Kane. I didn't have a choice, but fucking we gotta
Chill
stop
Fox is
them.
smiling.
Freaking maybe Paradox can do something about it. Man, I'm so sorry, guys, but fucking we gotta help them. And it was like, what the fuck you mean she got a gun? And then fucking Cross was like, maybe if we kill ourselves. Maybe if we kill ourselves,
Listen,
the
Cross
Shutter
ain't
bot
no
will
bitch.
stop leeching on us. and that will hopefully solve the problem. Shutter was like, great idea, Cross, and proceeded to kill himself. Then Cross was like, I'll see you on the other side, fuckers, and then she killed herself. Watt couldn't do it. Bug Vader couldn't do it. Flick didn't want to die for reals, so she didn't do it. Chill Fox killed himself. Yomei was at the cusp because I threw 3 fate cards, and she was like, come on, I can't be this stupid. I could totally kill myself. Instead of ending her life, she gave birth in the form of a sentient can of Pepsi.
That was a can of...
His name is Canty. And he was like, do you want to live better? And Yomei was like, I want to die, but I guess this is my fate. Dun-dun-dun. And Canty was like, I've got 2 energy containers, and they'll make you feel great. They will refresh. And Yomei was like, refresh? That's synonymous with reloading a page. Give me that shit. And she chugs one. And then she's free. And she's like, holy fuck. I did it, I'm free. And then she decides to give one to Watt. And Watt's like, yeah, I'm free. And Canty was like, I'm going to sleep now. Z's. I don't have any more.
He died.
And eventually Paradox and fucking Cross burst open the door. And they're like, fucking, you're under arrest. We're here to save you guys. But it turns out that honestly the only ones that were still bound were Flick and Bug Vader. So it was better. And then Shutter was like, oh boy, fake Shutter. Oh boy, guys, I guess we're gonna have a boss battle. But it went pretty quick. We did a lot of damage. We beat his face in. Everything turned out better than expected. Eventually, Cross took over that pretty vanity bot, and she was like, I shall now jump in front of a speeding bullet. And Cross took that bullet like a champ.
Wearing Shutter's clothes.
Wearing Shutter's outfit, because that's just how the vanity bots do. But she took a bullet. And then she crushed the gun. This is the gun. She crushed the gun and she was like, fuck you, Anastasia. And then Brad fucking jumped on that bitch and she was like, Anya. Anya, my plans have been disintegrated. I have failed again. And then fucking everybody was checking on Nathan, and Nathan was like, what the fuck, man? I got shot. And Cross was like, yes, you have indeed gotten shot, but you are not bleeding. It is very convenient that you have a biotech arm. And Nathan was like, what the fuck? And then Nathan started going weird and acting weird. And then Cross was like, I'm gonna need you to calm the fuck down.
It's true.
And Nathan
I'm gonna
calmed the
need you
fuck
to
down.
calm all the way down.
And then Nathan calmed down and was like, why aren't our bleeding then? And she was like, I don't know. But you're fine now. It's okay. And then Alan's dad popped out of nowhere. This is another door getting busted down. Alan's dad's like, what the fuck is going on here? Are you folks winning?
Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son?
I see you have your sea bear circle.
Are you winning, son? And Marksman was there too with his long gun. Pew pew. And they busted in and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? And I say, just like, please take me to the cops. They'll fucking kill me. World 3 is gonna kill me and I can't. Please take me to the cops. And most people were like really down for her to fucking die. But Alan, fucking pure-hearted soul that he is, or just really fucking stupid, was like, nah, B.
Oh yeah, it's stupid for not letting someone want to die. You're right.
We'll take you.
Bitch tried to murder all of us.
We'll take you.
Just because someone tries to murder you doesn't mean they immediately need to die.
Don't worry, B. We'll we'll take you to the cops so that you don't get fucking murdinated. It'll be fine. And Daddy over here was like, I'll take her. I totally won't take her to the back of the shed and shoot her in the back of the head. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I will definitely take my son's attempted murderer to sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yes, I will do that.
Yeah, 100%.
And everything ended up better than expected. They didn't shoot Nathan. We learned that he shot a previous Nathan lookalike, and you know, wow, I'm remembering a lot. He told Cross, "This is just next time someone tries to fuck with Alan, they're a copy bot. Punch people.
It's just one.
Please.
They're just a copy bot. Don't even fucking worry about it.
Please punch them. Please punch them in my absence." And Cross was like, "Okay." And then while everybody left, went back to their copy bots, figured shit out, Brad threw Kane into a cold shower because he was like, "Kane, you need to stop. You're horny." Cross decided to jack into Nathan really quick. She was like, "Give me like 5 minutes, B."
Oh
And
my.
she jacks herself into Nathan. And she sees Nathan.bat. And she sees Landshark.bat. And we wonder what the fuck's up with that. But Tish. And that was what happened last time. And then VRP. Wow, that felt really long.
You did it.
That felt really long. I'm sorry.
So, while that was going on, we got another donation from Setzer Iceheart for $10. That's 2 cross. And then they did another one, but we're going to hold off on that one for just a second because it's something that we had to take care of for other things as well. So you guys might remember last week with a certain Siam boy giving a shit ton of things to a Brad that I said he could not do anymore to. So he ended up changing what he wanted to have those monies do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Siam wanted everyone to get inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Everybody gets 18 inspiration.
Oh damn.
Fuck, alright.
So before we get to Setzer's other one, let's go ahead and put down all of these.
Time to start counting
Basically,
and organizing.
I'm just gonna call it Docspiration, sure.
Ha.
Boom. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
You did it. I grab these and put them. That's not what I meant, but it's what I
10.
got.
Another 10. Minus 2. For 8, 12, 16, 20, minus 2. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a card for Bug Vader, but he has them in a design, so I'm going to have to figure out how many there are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So yes, I'm just going to take 2 of these away. I think, no. Yes? No. How will this work?
What are you doing?
Math.
Why are you screaming?
Math is in my head. All right, cool. Basically, I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
God,
5, 6, 7,
I love
8,
this
9,
fucking
10,
update to tabletop.
12, 13,
I know,
14,
right?
15,
Now my inspiration can be as beautiful as I wish I could have done it when I did it manually.
And it
So-
can be counted too, easily, because you can
Yes.
arrange them by 5.
Yes.
Boom.
I love the future. I love the fucking future, man. You just copied it!
18. So there we go. Here's another 18.
Put in the little
But
ball.
now we got to get rid of some of them because they would have. We got to get rid of 12. No, how I Here's the plan. I'm trying to do this without getting rid of your crazy design you have, Will. That's the thing I'm trying to not do. So here's the plan. I'm gonna stop worrying about that. And I'm just going to do it. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Okay.
There we go. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. That's what you can have.
Cold. Absolutely fucking cold.
Boop. And you get a figure. With that being said, Setzer Ice Heart get $35. Said to each of the players, which does not go into like things good because it's an odd number and every dollar. Just not worry about it. All right, let's just not worry about it. Let's just. Everybody gets 3.5 dice. Okay.
Well, there goes all my inspiration again.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and we'll put your half over to Paradox, who gets 1, 2, 3. We'll put your half over to Yome, who gets 1, 2, 3, and then Yome loses everything. I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, it sucks.
Gambling is terrible.
Bap. Bap.
Gee, favorite.
1, 2,
Thanks.
3.
Look on the
You got
bright
some
side.
toast.
You still have all the you can die options.
1, 2. That's true.
You
Yeah,
might
you're
yet
right.
kill yourself just like you wanted to last game.
Yeah, you're right.
There's still a chance. Come on. Don't quit now.
And the last thing, Yome.
Yeah.
Here's one for the recap. Anyway, so
Thank you. You know, it really means a lot to know that what I do is appreciated.
there we go.
I'm too tired for this shit.
It's the cave.
With all
Here's
of that
Billy, pat your internet hand.
being said, when we last left off, Cross was inside of a high school boy, looking at his inner image of himself. Cross.
Doctor or psychologist?
Cross, you had found a image file inside of Nathan. What do you want to do with it?
Understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, look at it.
This is like a copy bot, right? I'm
well,
inside a
probably. Who knows, man? I don't know. Nobody knows. That's not there.
I'm inside it. My programming skills can't tell me what the fuck this is.
Actually, no.
Huh. Good to
As you're
know.
inside of this thing, you're looking around. Like you can probably assume it's a copy bot, but as far as using your programming knowledge to have it give you any information, the information you're getting is very strange and very much not in anything you can really translate.
I have a copy of it.
The information that this thing is.
It's gibberish to me. But you know, maybe Alan wants it.
There is far too much code.
Alright.
There is far, far too much. You could maybe take one of these 2 image files with you if you wanted, but even those are very detailed and very large.
otherwise functionality of this thing. I can't. I basically I can't access anything.
You know that most of the functions of this seems to come from a lot of the functions that Betty had for her leg. So you know that you can pump adrenaline through it. You know that it heals itself. You know that it is connected to some sort of nervous system, whether it be real or fake. Who is to say? You know you feel like it's acting very similarly to the prosthetic limbs. That's the only kind of feel you can get from it. You can still activate everything that you would be able to activate inside of like Betty's leg.
Is there anything else I can access? Mostly because I understand I don't understand the coding of this thing or anything like that. I'm trying to figure out, is there any line of investigation, again, like examining the commands I can do, looking at the functionalities that do make sense to me? What the fuck makes it go from Nathan to Murderbot?
Trying to think. Okay. There is one thing you can figure out that this thing can potentially do that Betty stuff doesn't. However, it is a function that you would have to activate in order to know, or you'd have to figure it out from here. So I'd like you to please roll me for your scan to see if you can figure out what this other program you can activate can do. 14, 17,
7.
19. Sorry, you needed a nat 20. No.
Okay.
That's why I had you roll for a stat instead of just... I'm kidding, no.
And then +5 scan because of my little code chip here.
Should I throw a fleeting? Yes, but I'm not going to make her waste the fleeting on this.
Did you just call me a her?
Yes, Cross, because it goes to Cross, not you.
That's fair. Thank you.
You technically have
I
two.
appreciate
that. But yes, as you look into the different functionalities throughout this thing, as you're trying to figure out anything in here that could possibly be what you would think is something familiar, something that you have seen before, not necessarily something you want to activate, definitely, but as you look around throughout the data here, you find remnants of a very familiar program to you. As you begin looking around, you find the remnants of the program that Alan has been working on, and the one that you had gotten from Mephisto. You feel the remnants of an explosion. A very similar program to the one that you had gotten from Mephisto that apparently Alan had made. You can activate it if you'd like.
No. Is there a way
You
to...
don't feel like it has any way to actually do anything outside of this thing, though. You from what you understand of these explosions, they only hurt data. It's not like something that it's going to cause the actual bot to explode or anything.
Yeah, I don't want to die for the final time.
I know, I'm just letting you know.
Is there any way to disable this?
It is not active. You
to...
find the remnants of this. You feel like you can activate it, but you also feel like it's already been activated before. That's why I keep saying the remnants of it.
Okay.
So you're not sure what it would do if you activated it, but you feel like it's already been activated before.
I'm just gonna... I can't really hide it or anything in this place, so, and whoever put this here already knows it's fucking here, so if I try to log it, they just fucking unlock it. So I'm gonna focus on these image files now and just, let Alan know that Nathan had a bomb in him. This'll be fine.
Everything's fine.
He doesn't need to know. What he doesn't know doesn't hurt him and doesn't hurt me yet. So these two images, one looks like Nathan, and what the fuck is the other one?
The other one, like I mentioned before, is a locked piece of image data that you know that is called Landshark.exe.
I don't have anything to unlock it with, right?
You do not have anything to unlock it with. You can copy it. However, you know that if you copy it, it will basically take up all of your information to be able to carry it.
Mm.
Same thing with the Nathan one. Both of them are very, very high, high image datas.
Yeah, alright, I'll take a copy of the fucking shark. I know what Nathan looks like.
Do you? Don't you want to? Don't you want to like look at his armpits or something? Like, come on, you don't get to inspect those very often.
I'm cross. I don't give a fuck.
All right. You take into yourself what appears to be a copy of a locked bit of data known as Lamshark.exe. Boop. Lamshark.data. Well, what you know what I mean. Lamshark. And as soon as you take it in, again, you feel like this is taking up all of your memory to hold.
Oh god, I'm putting on weight. Getting
Especially
fat.
you, who has actually not as much Navi storage as like somebody like Yome. I think Yome has 20 more than you. Yeah, she has 20 more than you. But you've taken that image data.
I'm here. You know, I don't think there's anything more I can do in here. Examine the functionalities. From what I understand, they're basically the fucking the ones of a person's bionic replacement limbs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. This is fucking weird.
Okay. I have been reminded by Sigma in the chat. You actually do have you have a lot of other data on you currently. Because you had recorded the conversations that were happening before.
Mm.
So in order to take this data, you will actually have to come back for it. Do you want to try to leave and take the data you currently have to the PET, or do you want to take the one you have right now to the PET?
I mean, do copybots not have any storage space for stuff like that?
No. They don't keep any data like from the Navis. They just, whenever the Navi leaves, they just turn into a regular copybot.
Yeah, I'll have to take it to the PET then.
Again, you've already made the copy of it. You can leave it here, and then you can come back in for it whenever you're around Alan and have put the PET there. But yes, you do have the conversations and stuff currently, and you don't want to get rid of those.
Mm.
That basically means, you were gonna do this anyway, but there's now no reason not to bring Nathan with you back.
All right, that's all I want to do in here now.
Okay. Do you want to jack out?
Yep.
You make your way out from where you are. As you do, you go back into the copybot directly in front of Nathan. The copy of his image data is inside of him still. As you come out from him, he just kind of like looks to you as the copybot begins to manifest itself again. Is everything okay?
Yes, you're more or less fine.
Good.
I will need to examine you one more time later, just to ensure that there's nothing strange, but...
And you didn't find out any of the things about like kind of motioning to where the gunshot would be.
The best way to explain it is you have an implant.
Okay, all right. Interesting. I'm worried about that. Okay, got it.
It's not uncommon for people to suppress traumatic experiences. Maybe you simply don't want to remember how it happened.
Maybe. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Again, I will check one more time to make sure everything's in working order, and then you won't have to trouble yourself with this again.
He nods. As he does that, you hear the water go off in the showers. As you see what appears to be the three of these guys coming out. Brad just kind of like just pulling Kane along, and you see that Donovan has moved forward, has looked back toward Brad, has looked back toward Kane, looked back towards you, and then just exited.
Oh, let's go.
You gonna go after him?
Well, I mean, I was gonna take Nathan and go to the group.
Definitely. You make your way out. These two don't seem to be leaving yet.
I will be heading back to Alan now.
Brad looks over at you. He just kind of gives a nod. You see as you say that, like Kane seems to just not be talking. He seems to be like kind of turned away and looking off toward the wall a bit. He seems angry. He an angry boy.
Fucking good.
He also
He'd be
soaked.
If it was up to me, he'd be more than angry. He'd have broken limbs.
I angry. Don't break limbs. Don't break me, I angry. Anyway, so you follow after Donovan, as Donovan is just kind of, he seems to be waiting slightly a little bit away. As you guys get there first, he kind of like looks back. You see he double takes for a second over at Nathan.
Right, Donna?
Yeah, he seems to be like looking away from Nathan, like again, like his eyes traveling down and away. They aren't coming out then?
Not yet.
Good. Let's make our way back. You're coming? Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming. All right then, that's fine. He just kind of like puts his hand up to his head, looks like.
Maybe it's not fine.
No,
He was
it's
very
fine.
helpful.
Today's just. Let's add more. Let's just add more onto it. Let's go. Do you want to say anything to Donovan as he starts making his way out?
I'm gonna just, the hand on Donovan's shoulder. It's been a very stressful day for all of us. I think. Yeah. It's best just to enjoy things as they are right now.
What are we enjoying then?
Food? Camping?
With everything that happened here, everybody should go home. But no, we still have this camping thing, I guess.
Do you want to stay?
They're not going to leave, so yes, I want to stay. He looks over at Nathan, like, and just kind of like says it again, like, yeah, I want to stay.
Well, hopefully we can turn this around as best we can.
Are you fine? You got really beat up there. It must have taken quite a bit of energy to regenerate everything after that.
I am perfectly fine. There's nothing to concern yourself with.
And he's fine?
Hopefully. I'm going to keep an eye on him to make sure everything is alright.
Alright. Then I guess let's make our way back to camp. If they come back, which I believe they will, just... I don't know. I don't want to be near him right now. Can you keep him away from Alan?
I'll do everything in my power to.
I would, but I don't even want to talk to him. He begins making his way.
I'll go along.
Okay. Nathan
Back
will
to the
follow.
masses.
As he begins his way back out, we're going to go to Yome.
Blip.
Yome, out of everybody, you had made your way to your copybot first through the net. You would have had to go into the park network and then out from the area where you left the copybot. You will soon be probably followed by other people. I don't remember how many others were going into the copybots. However, you will get to the campsite before everybody else, and you will see something different with the campsite.
Oh.
Boop. There is somebody at the campsite, and they seem to be standing outside of what appears to be a tent. Boo. One moment, please. Boo. Zip. Zip. You see what appears to be a solid colored pink tent in front of where she's standing.
Like physically?
Mm-hmm. There is a tent there, and she sees me standing outside of it. She looks over at you, and she seems to give a bit of a smile. You recognize this person from your class.
Oh yeah, no, I recognize her.
Yeah.
Like we talked to her a little bit before everything went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Quest girl?
Oh, it is you. I was able to get through most of Alan's contacts, but I was not able to send everything out to everyone.
You probably shouldn't have sent it to everyone. One person would have sufficed.
I sent it to around 3, I believe, but I stopped once I got a reply.
Who were the other two?
There's this one that was called... She just, brings up... You see, she works almost like Shutter does, as she kind of, moves her hand, and a screen seems to appear in front of her. As she does that, she goes, I sent one to, hot single ladies in your area. I didn't get a response from that one.
Okay.
I sent one to a Mrs. Garnet. And I sent another one to a Mr. Garnet.
Okay. Well, one of those we don't have to worry about, and one of them we really, really do. Another question, Quest Girl.
Is there a problem? I still haven't got a response from the other one. I can get rid of it.
If you could get rid of it and make it so that they don't see it, that would be lovely.
Yome, roll me for your data.
There's that thing of just as far as I know, once something's fucking sent, that's it.
That's basically okay. Don't roll now. You know for a fact that once something is sent, it usually cannot be unsent. To someone's email.
It's fine.
Do you want me to get rid of it?
I mean, it won't change anything, Quest Girl. How about you leave the rest to me? I'll message her.
Oh, are you gonna get rid of it? She just kind of turns the screen towards you as you see that there are 3 sent messages there. One of them to hot single ladies in your area, one of them to Mrs. Garnet, one of them to Mr. Garnet.
She's gonna first remove the hot single ladies in your area, just go swipe.
You swipe it, it seems to have swiped. However, just like normal, it seems to go into some sort of a recycle bin type of thing, and you're pretty sure that the email is still in the opposite box.
Mm-hmm.
She just seems to chuckle at you.
Something funny.
Not like that. That'll stick around.
Then what do you mean?
She seems to go down to her waist, and out from one of her pouches, she pulls out a gun. A very silly looking gun. You see this over here.
Yeah, I know which gun.
Yeah, you see some strange heckin' blaster looking thing. As she brings it out, she seems to blast at the screen that she has, and as she does, a beam of light comes out and seems to immediately shatter the name that says Mrs. Garnet and the message that's there.
Uh,
There we go.
How are you so sure it still didn't reach her in some way? Once you send something, you cannot unsend it.
Well, I mean, I guess she could have probably already read it, but it didn't say it was read.
But that doesn't mean...
She's trying to spin the gun on her finger, and, like, as she's trying, like, the light seems to, like, go, like, into the air a little bit, and, like, she's like, oh, so right.
That doesn't mean... We're gonna have to explain this to her in some way anyway if Paradox is gonna do any sort of reporting.
Well, I'm sorry if I made things worse for you.
No, this was going to probably happen anyway. I have a different question, Quest Girl.
Mhm.
I thought you were just a program.
A program?
Are you a Navi or a program?
She kind of looks over and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, how are you here?
Oh, I'm projecting.
Projecting? How?
Well, I found this thing on the ground and I was like, ooh, project. And then I did it.
Okay. Interesting. At some point, the others are going to come back into their bots. I mean, I guess Cross is using shutters, but...
Oh, is that what I found on the ground?
Yeah. It's like a dummy that you can get into.
It'd be really neat if I could keep this around. I don't think if I try to do anything else, I'll be able to do anything here.
I do not see why not for now, but I feel like it's a choice better left to everybody else.
Well, I can get out of it if it's causing any problems.
It's not creating any problems right now, per se. If anything, with Shutter gone, I guess, again, we have a spare. So, I don't see why you can't be in it until we probably need to return the other copy bot.
I was just talking to your two friends.
What did they look like?
One was blue, and he was hitting on me. And the other one wasn't blue, and probably wasn't hitting on me.
That really doesn't help me.
Well, they said they were going to take me back to where I was at before, because I didn't know where I was at.
Oh. Don't you need to go back into the net to do that then?
Is that where it was at?
Yes, it was in the net. In the school network. That's where you were before.
How do I get back there? They said they were just going to take me back there.
I mean, that could take a bit. Or we could probably take you to Miss Toki. Actually, would Yome know the directions in the from the park network to Miss Toki's?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Maybe I should... do you know Miss Prague?
The green one, or...
With the green one with the long yellow ears. Like a bunny.
Oh, yeah, I know the bunny lady. And the other bunny lady. And the third bunny lady, but she's not a bunny lady.
Yeah, that one. if you message her and you go to her by going the directions to Miss Toki's place, she will take you back.
I don't get it.
What do you mean you don't get it?
As you explain very in detail how to get back to the network, heading back over toward the city network and then into the school network, she seems to immediately look confused.
I don't
From
know
looking
how
at
else
this,
to-
you definitely can tell that she's not a Navi, because Navis would probably immediately understand everything you said.
Yeah, and I was also told programs can't get into copy bots, but here she is. So either someone's fucking lying to me, or something's up with this one. Either way,
she just
Yome's
looks
too
very
stupid.
confused at you.
You go into the park and you look for the road that looks like insert description of the network, of the city network, and then how long would it take to take her herself?
If you were in the network to take her yourself, first off, it is the weekend, so you might not be able to take her all the way to the school network right now.
No, but to Miss Toki.
If you want to take her to Miss Toki, it would probably not take you long. All you have to do is get her into the park network.
Do you want me to take you?
Oh yeah, she holds out her hand.
Well, I can't physically take you. We would have to go back into the network.
Confused look again.
How about we just do this later?
As you are saying that, eventually, boop and boop. They are the closest ones there. Actually, no, Chill would not, because she's in Chills. As you see one of the other copybots in the area begin to lift up and change, you see Flick seemingly coming up, and as you look at Quest Girl, you notice that her hat seems to somewhat come up, as if something appeared underneath her hat.
Is there something in your hat?
She takes off her hat. As she does, you see what appear to be 2 white fox ears.
Oh, you're in Chill Fox's copybot. The copybot you're in, it belongs to a friend of ours. He's trying to get inside.
Oh,
You might have to log out of it.
Looks confused. Should I, I won't be able to mess with any, I'll just do this. As she seems to put her hands on her own shoulders and start to tug. You see her lift herself off from Chill Fox. And you see what appears to be a slightly transparent version of Quest Girl in front of you. You can tell that there's some sort of link between her and Chill Fox's copybot right now. As he's like, what was that?
She's just... It's just Quest Girl projecting.
What?
No, that's all I know.
Okay, yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that was weird. I, disappeared for a second there.
Yeah, you did.
She just seems to be, as she, has moved off from Chill Fox, she seems to be, trying to step on the ground, but, her foot seems to be going through the ground slightly, and then she seems to be pouting.
Is something wrong, Quest Girl?
I can't do anything when I'm like this. She looks over toward the tent. As she looks at the tent, you see that the tent begins to start fading.
Oh, that's a projection too, isn't it? I mean, the effort was appreciated though.
The effort?
Yeah, the tent that you made.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. I didn't want to
Yeah.
sleep on the ground.
No, that's fair. I I guess it can't be helped, but later tonight, when everyone falls asleep, I'll take you to Miss Toki. Okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just so many other things have interrupted this camping trip. And I just want everyone to have fun.
Is she needing a bot to be in?
Kind of. At least she seems to really want to be in one. But
We can maybe take her to the station.
oh, that is true. I mean, Cross is in Shutter's copy bot right now, so technically we have a spare.
That is if Shutter doesn't want to get into one himself when he comes back. If he comes back.
Shutter will take about a day to come back because of the modifications he's made to his backup data. He won't be coming back tonight.
So when Cross gets here, we can have her get back into hers, and we can have her borrow Shutters for now. We'll have to get her over to Scilabs at some point anyway to give it back, right?
I mean, that is very true, but I also don't know how much power the Vanity still has.
Ah, that's right. That thing was using up quite a bit of energy whenever it was going after us. Not to mention, whenever it was chasing Paradox, it was getting dragged a lot. It might have had to regen itself a little bit.
We could probably ask one of the others if they'd be willing to allow Quest Girl. I mean,
if it's just a case of energy, we just have to eat something, right?
that is true.
Depending on what it was, and I think that's a vanity anyway, so it should have a little bit more energy than, well, the normal ones like we have. Well, we as in us, not he looks over at Flick, and Flick's just like seemingly just over at Quest Girl, and like she tried to make popcorn for Quest Girl. Quest Girl tries to take it, but is not able to take it, and is pouting. But this time, instead of pouting sadly, she's like kind of like just trying to grab it like angrily. That's really weird, though. I've never had. He kind of just closes his eyes. She seems to be draining on some of my power right now.
Yeah, she is projecting. This is very different from what I was told a program could do.
Whenever I was inside of her, that was some program, if that was anything. Honestly, it kind of felt like using a backup data. Everything went dark for a bit, you know?
Huh. We could probably bring that up with Alan and see what he thinks. Although, this is only going by what Miss Toki told us. She seems to want to go back to the school network, but it'll take a bit to actually take her there.
Well, the more the merrier, right?
Yeah, I'm sure Jean and the others won't mind.
Not to mention, if she can do like what she just did, while inside of a copy bot, then maybe some of us who don't want to sleep on the ground don't have to.
Yeah,
At least maybe some of the girls can get some privacy. The two of them make their way back over, as they do. Like, Quest Girl seems to be somewhat in a decently better mood. She seems to be holding a piece of popcorn in her hand, but then you guys look and see that Flick seems to have like put her hand in Quest Girl's hand in the same position it's in. She seems to be happy with that, though. I'm holding it.
She just kind of like looks to Chill Fox and just kind of like somewhat like says low to him. She is very simple-minded.
Yeah, Definitely. So around that point, what Paradox Vader would you guys have returned to your copy bots, or are you guys staying in Alan's PET?
Copy bot? You mean that fucking dead thing on the ground?
I mean,
Do you want to try to return to it?
I've always wondered what those things look like when there's no power. Or broken. Is it broken? I don't know.
and if it's broken, you owe Hero Black another one, because that's the one he gave you.
Listen.
What about you, what?
I don't know, Vader. It's time for a fucking training session. You bitch. Well.
Are you muted, Will? Will's muted.
Yeah.
You guys also know that your copy bots are in the middle of the woods right now, so probably taking them
no,
out
I
from
don't
there
see
is
an issue
good.
with this. I don't see an issue with this.
Bunch of fucking corpses in the woods.
Do you guys want to get into your copy bots so that you guys can get them at least out of the woods for now?
Okay, to be fair, maybe.
Yes? Good. All right, the three of you get in your copy bots.
Peace was never an option.
Watt and Vader, you guys wake yourselves up. As you do, you guys see that around you there appears to be signs of struggle, because again, this was where you guys had fought before. Also, you guys can see another copy bot on the ground, as you guys know that one to be Cross's.
Oh.
We're not at
Looks
you yet,
like-
Paradox.
Looks like Cross left us here.
You know that Cross is still over at the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Because Will is are you there, Will? Are you still on mute? No, you're there. Okay.
Hello?
You're there. We can hear you.
You're
now.
there.
Okay.
Do the two of you want to make your way out from the woods, making your way back to the camp, or do you guys want to stand here and wait for Cross or somebody else to jump into this copy bot? You guys could also potentially take the copy bot with you if you want to try to carry it.
Yeah, just
We
hold
can
its
probably
hand.
carry it. Come on.
Just hold its hand. You can
Yeah,
hold
we're
it
two.
there.
Just hold the hand. Just...
Well, it isn't like standing up like all the other copy bots. It is definitely over on its side.
We can fireman carry it.
Yeah. The
Can
two
we,
of you-
Vader?
The two of you grab it and begin to haul it out from the woods back toward camp. Paradox,
Yes.
you wake up. As you do, you see a little bit away from you what appears to be a little powwow of people, including a quest girl that is over there.
Nice.
She appears to be somewhat transparent as you look over at her, as if she's a ghost, spoopy ghost.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough brain cells for another aneurysm right now.
Ooh.
So spoopy.
So, is everything? What's broken? What isn't broken? What happened?
You get in your copy bot. Everything seems fine.
Huh.
I mean, he never said the copy bot was busted.
So many.
You're just forced to log out.
No, I fucking got murdered. Fuck you.
I mean, that doesn't mean the copy bot broke.
I don't know. I got impaled like 7 times, man. I don't know.
You
Doesn't
seem to
glitter
be-
away,
you seem
it's
to be
A-okay.
perfectly- You seem to be perfectly fine.
He just pulls himself up off the ground. Ugh. Ugh, today was not fun.
Yome, you see Paradox getting up.
Oh, Paradox! Do, 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 do.
There you are. I was worried that thing would be in bad shape.
Me too.
Can you see what your power levels are at?
How do I do that again?
What's the scouter say about your power level?
Is it over at least 90%? Anyway,
How does one check the stats of a copy bot?
Just think
from
about
what
it.
you can tell, you seem to be at pretty high power. In fact, you have more than you had before you had been attacked.
I get it. Shutter's an electric Navi.
Yeah.
He just fucking overloaded it.
I had a higher charge than when we got here.
Well, Shutter is an electric Navi.
Since I didn't hurt that bad. Except for that lance. That hurt.
Hmm.
That hurt really bad.
Yeah, I saw that before, actually.
It feels worse than it looks, I can promise you.
If it is the same thing that I was seeing before, I had already kind of got myself out of there beforehand, but they said it was some kind of a black, like, spike thing out of the ground. That thing hit Vader before, didn't it? Back in the movie theater.
Mm.
I guess it makes
Joy.
sense she'd have another one.
How nice that those things are in mass production.
Maybe that is why they're all so brittle.
The other two make their way over. As Flick just kind of looks over. If you're talking about that chip that my former user used, it's not, I don't think, mass-produced as much as very strange. It didn't require any blank chips to create.
And how's it made?
I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't able to keep a lot of my memories from whenever everything happened with me, but I believe that my former user had made around 3 or 4 of them, and I've only seen her use 3 of them, including the one that was just used.
Oh, great.
If she would have another one, it would either be back at the back in potentially her locker back at the theater, or potentially her house.
There's a weird organization of people out there. They might have already broken into that locker.
Maybe. I believe that I would have been informed if anything was stolen from the theater, though. I may not be allowed to go back, but I am still intricately connected to its security.
Well, they might not have to be broken into. Maybe they have access by default. Who knows? We don't know anything about these people, right? Except whatever she was telling us, and who knows how much of that was actually true. Well, she's not. Well, in any case, she's not our problem anymore.
Floats into paradox.
Get away.
Sticks head out of Paradox's chest.
Quest Girl wants to stick around with us.
Joy.
They were trying to tell me how to get home, and I couldn't remember how to get home.
Was in the middle of a sentence?
I tried.
I will just be taking her myself later tonight.
That's fine. How do you even function?
One day at a time.
That's not an answer.
That's her answer.
It's not a good one.
Well, you didn't ask for a good one.
Give me a good one, then.
Well, like anybody else, I guess.
How do I turn you off? How are you doing this?
She just kind of like looks up at you, kind of floats out of you, goes over toward Yome. I mean, he's even using turnoffs. Again, I don't know if he is or isn't, just like that blue one.
Which blue one?
What's
Looks
blue
around,
one?
points to the tree line, as Vader comes out with a copy bot and what?
Oh.
What blue one? That one?
That blue one?
Vader, what? You guys see the group over there? Look at them being a group.
I'd call it more like a tinted gray.
Okay.
Hello.
Where were we right before we got interrupted?
You were in a forest.
Yeah, you were just taking the copy bot out of the forest.
Oh, no. Watt was saying something, and
I was bullying you. Let's go.
Oh man, bullied again by Watt is like the first time in a row.
No, just by me.
You guys see that the others are basically outside of what you can tell is still the campground, even though the large tent that was here isn't here. And everyone seems to be here, except for Cross currently, as far as the copybots are concerned. And you also see that that there is a very transparent-looking girl standing there. Vader, you have seen this girl before. It is Quest Girl.
Right now, he seems very focused and not paying too much attention to his surroundings.
Oh.
Just gonna snap like 2 fingers in front of Vader. Vader? Hello?
Are you two you two again are carrying it kind of like one of you have like the upper body, the other have like the lower body kind of thing?
Yeah.
As you guys begin to
Just
bring
do it
this
from
in
far
here,
away.
you're just kind of like snapping at him, like, hey, over here.
You seem distracted, and you're carrying the head, so like you don't have to drop it. That'd be bad. That'd be pretty bad.
I won't drop it.
That's good. What are you thinking about? It's okay. You don't have to respond.
I'll just go over here.
There's a lot I have to do. And that's
Okay. You sure you don't want to talk about it?
maybe once I have work.
That's fair. Would you probably drop this off? Oh, look, a ghost.
You guys get closer. As you do, Quest Girl points off at Vader. That one there. That one. That's the one who hit on me.
I highly doubt he actually was hitting on you.
I highly doubt he can. That's actually a program he has.
What do you need?
Say,
Yeah.
Well, you can tell them
Tell them.
about what happened whenever I first saw you, and I thought you were evil, and it turns out you weren't. So we had an intimate encounter.
I don't know. I don't. I'm sorry. What?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah, you
Oh,
remember
so
we
I'm
were
sorry,
we were
what?
talking about the green lady and the red guy.
Yeah.
Right after my nemesis ran away.
Were you flirting while we were busy fighting a giant snake?
What about them?
Well, I was just bringing it up.
What was that?
I was just bringing it up.
You?
I think now is not the time, Ghost Girl.
Floats back.
All right. Well, today, if nothing else, I think it's been proven that being assigned to this kid is infinitely more dangerous and exciting than I'd ever thought it was going to be.
Maybe you can use that to convince the police department to give you a defender bot.
Which part about this whole scenario should I involve the rest of the department about? Because certain parts might just make things muddy, complicated. Might take me off and actually put an actual armed guard around the kid, considering.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Kind of like how we can't really say much to Scilabs now, can we?
No, we cannot, if we want to preserve Shutter.
We're gonna preserve anything. And besides, I don't trust Scilabs to do anything good anyway. Despite that, I'm sure that kid's gonna get off scot-free anyway. And a slap on the wrist by his dad or maybe a psychiatrist. Which he desperately needs, but you and I think it might be a little too late for that.
We're trying our best as emotional support.
I'm sure you are.
Twiddles fingers.
I'm sure you are. However, there comes a time in everyone's life when they realize, man, I should see an actual professional about this.
Probably. I am not saying that is wrong. But we can also not force it.
Yeah. You can.
We will let Alan be the final deciding factor on that.
You shouldn't be mean to girls, Minotaur man.
I'm not a Minotaur. And I'm not mean to girls. That would imply I'm not mean to something else.
It's kind of peeking over Yome.
What are you even peeking for? It's not like I can actually interact with you or anything.
Well, we don't know that.
You phased through me.
Well, maybe you have some kind of weird magic or something.
That magic isn't real.
I mean, you're like some kind of a forest guy, so like maybe like you're gonna shoot forest lasers or something at me.
If I had lasers, I'd be far less. I would have taken far less damage against Shutter in that fight. Yeah, if I had lasers, a lot of things would be a lot easier. I can get that installed in a Defender.
Well, if you want lasers, I have this. She pulls out her gun, which seems to still, like her, be very transparent.
Oh, how nice.
She floats over to you. Here you go.
Sure, I'll play along. He just holds out his hand.
You hold out your hand. As you do, you get a piece of data.
Huh?
The thing that's in her hand seems to completely digitize and disappear as you feel your data reserves filling up. You have chip data inside of you.
What? What? Huh? What?
You're a ghost cop now?
There you go.
What? How? What?
Now you can have all the lasers you need.
I'm gonna check the. I'm just checking the data now. Data disk.
Currently you cannot because you're in a copy bot.
Okay. What?
You know, at this point, I'm probably not surprised anymore.
Yeah,
I'm going to go wait for Alan.
She tries to bring it back, and she's just like trying to get it back. She's like, I think I gave you too much. It's gonna take me a bit before I can make another one now.
How?
What if I run into vampires?
Don't worry, Quest Girl. We'll make sure that we. Well, I'll ask our operators if any one of them brought a clove of garlic so you can wear around your neck.
Well, sometimes that might work. I think that it could be a myth, because I think that sunlight may be a myth. I'm not sure, because my gun shoots sunlight. By the way, that thing, it's really easy to like go after vampires and stuff with it, because it's sunlight, first off. But also, it doesn't care about anything that has like resistances, so that's pretty good.
I'm going to go wait for Alan. I think I'm done here.
Are you real? Is this real? How did this happen?
Well, you have it, don't you?
Yes.
It's gonna go off screen. It's gonna go off screen. She's done here.
Vader is
I'm gonna go wait for Alan. I'm done.
I need like a physicist.
Vader's going to kind of whisper to Watt. If you want to know about my feelings that bad, I'm gonna start investing. If you want to come with me, that's on you.
Okay. It seems I have a direction to go in now. You guys stay safe. Don't use your ghost gun too bad, okay?
You guys are going to go investigate something? Are you guys going to go in your copy bots, or are you guys going to go through the net?
What would be better, like, in Vader's mind?
There's not a lot you feel like you can investigate inside the park, so probably the net.
Alright.
So we'll say the two of you make your way over toward the side where you stashed the other copy bot. And as you
wait, but can we borrow that?
do the two of you want to leave the copy bots and go into the net?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
If you want to borrow, you have to go pick it yourself later.
Bzz, bzz. You guys log into the park net, and we'll get to you guys in just a minute. Boop. As they go into the net, you just see Paradox Man again. You try to like bring that up as much as you can, but it does not seem to be coming to you. Again, it feels like it's chip data at this point.
I don't understand how you function.
Well, just like anyone else, I put on my pants 2 legs at a time.
You don't change out of your clothes. You're a program. You don't even have pants.
I put on my hat after doing my hair, and I pull down my glasses if it starts to rain.
I don't know. Am I about to blow a circuit or something? I feel something coming on. I feel like it feels like the Lance all over again, but it's in my head instead of through my gut.
Maybe we should let him understand the gift you just gave him, Quest Girl. Oh, is he just not understanding? It's a gun. It's not very hard to understand. He's used to guns, but they're not very legal here, you know. Huh? Yeah, he has to process it that you gave him a gun.
Yeah.
She looks at him, looks back at you. I'm not legal?
Are you a gun?
She thinks. Let's
That's not a question you should need more than a few seconds on.
let's wait for everybody to get here, and we'll see if we can have you borrow one of those copy bots. All right? Come on, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll take you over here. Look, popcorn.
For every positive, there's another trial that comes along makes me wish I'd never rebuilt myself.
Yome, you begin to make your way off to the side, toward off of the thing. However, you do see off in the distance what appears to be John, Alan, and Savannah making their way back. You see that basically the way that Fug is going forward is just John seems to be leading, seems to be talking amongst them. You see that they seem to have stopped on their way here. As looking at them, they seem to have stopped and gotten some different drinks and things. You see, they seem to have each of them have like a couple of sodas in their hands. As they make their way over here, John seems to give a smile as she sees you. Oh, perfect! You want to help?
Yes, I am willing to assist.
I'm not sure how much stuff is left over from, well, whenever everything got dragged around, and I didn't really want to stop and wait at the bathrooms while all that talk was going on and the awkward stuff between the boys, so we picked up some drinks. She puts her chest over towards you as you see that she's holding like 5 drinks in her arms, and she's like,
Oh, yes, I will take a couple.
You take a couple from her, and she just seems to smile. There we go. Hey, Yome.
Welcome back.
Hey. I'm playing.
Is she though?
No. She just seems to walk forward. She's just like, wow, yeah, everything got really awkward, didn't it? I mean, it was pretty big what happened, so I think a certain amount of awkwardness is probably needed. Yeah, you're the king of awkwardness, so it's obviously you're gonna think that way.
Are you all right, Alan?
As much as I can be, I think. I think I'm better than a lot of you guys thought I was going to be, according to these two.
I see.
Honestly, if I would have had that happen to me, I would have at least kept going with the whole, oh, you're gonna die a little bit longer. Even just for catharsis, you know?
It seems like Quest Girl is trying to project herself into one of the copy bots. It seems she had sent a notification to your mother as well, when she sent one to your father.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, she says she deleted it because it wasn't read yet, but...
Well, yeah, but you know, he's like, goes down to his PET as he starts looking around through it. He sees that Caliber is still in his PET, just kind of hanging out. You look at the screen as Caliber seems to be covered in tiny programs. He seems to be holding an unconscious little Canty. As he's just like, Savannah, do you think I can use Caliber to send a message? Oh yeah, knock yourself out. He starts typing up an email to send to his mom. A couple of seconds later, he seems to come back. I just told her not to worry about the last mail. It was just prank. You know how we kids are. I hope she takes that.
If she does not, at some point it is best to be transparent with her. She's going to find out at some point.
It's bad enough Dad knows.
And he'll probably tell her himself as well. How about we not think about it? We'll wait till it comes up again. If it... When she reads it, she will notify you.
I just hope
And
that...
then we can go from there.
I just hope that, as he says that, a notification seems to come down as he looks down. Oh, instant reply. He opens up the message as he does. Huh? She says what message?
Huh. Don't worry about it?
Never mind. Haha, it's a prank. I'm kidding. No, I'm playing.
Oh, you can reply with gotcha. Because that is the prank.
No, I got it. Hold on. You see Savannah going over to his PET and just kind of yanking his arm over. Ah! She starts typing on his touchscreen as he does. All right, send it out, Caliber. I didn't get to read it.
What did you send?
I just said that I took his PET.
She's actually probably going to believe that, I hope.
Yeah, just a prank. Also sent her a picture of a cat.
Your cat?
No, just a cat.
Oh.
Caliber doesn't have a lot of memory on him for any high visuals, so it's just a cat meme I found online.
Oh. A meme?
As she just kind of looks over. Your mom will probably be able to at least think that one of us is messing with you while we're on a camping trip, right? Maybe. I don't know if she'll find it very funny. Well, it's not supposed to be funny. We're teenagers. It's not like anything we say to her is really going to make her laugh or anything. I doubt the meme will, but hey, if she's a cat lover, maybe she'll like it anyway. Distractions.
Well, if we're asked about it, we will play dumb.
I guess so. Either way, you said that Quest Girl was here?
Yes. She was in Chill Fox's copybot until he took over, so now she is kind of projecting herself, so she is there without really being there. It is incredible, though. So she was actually able to delete a sent message.
Maybe. I don't know if... Maybe it just wasn't sent from me? So that's why she asked what message?
Maybe?
I don't know. We'll have to look into it. We can ask Quakeman at some point. He would be able to see if we sent her anything.
Hopefully they are getting on better terms.
If she can delete a message like that, that's incredible.
Well, I was told programs cannot go into copybots, yet she seemed to have been able to get into one with no issue.
Yeah.
Let alone project her image out of one.
Yeah, I want to see that. You keep saying words like I know what that means. I want to really see what that is.
Well, I'm sorry. I know you're smart. I thought you'd understand.
I've never heard anything like this. Like,
then come see it with me.
Was she using that word for it? Oh God!
I don't know. Then come see it with me.
I'm just imagining you start like getting behind him and pushing him, like ah.
Yeah, that's what she does. She's still holding the body. She's like, "Come on, then."
Okay, all right.
Shove, shove.
She like looks over at you, sees you going off, kind of pouts for a second, looks back at John. Oh, I don't believe it either. Well, I mean, we'll see if we go over. Guess we will. No. You guys make your way back to the main group. As you do, again, you guys see that Chill Fox and Flick seem to be trying their best to entertain Quest Girl. As Chill sees you guys coming back, he makes his way over toward John. John, he starts explaining to John what happened and the fact that he was inside of another like program at one point.
She slaps him. You man whore.
No. Stop her. Anyway. Call me Shutter because my operator's beating me. Anyway.
Call me Shutter because I'm getting smacked down.
As Alan goes over, he seems to immediately, head straight over toward Quest Girl as you are moving him over there. She is, once again, still very transparent. Eventually, he's not really able to see much, because again, Paradox, I'm guessing you let them know that she handed you data, and that is weird.
She literally just dropped data in my hand and then became a chip in my help.
As he looks over toward her, he notices that whenever Chill Fox moves away, she seems to get slightly more transparent, as he's like, maybe we should set you up in a copy bot. Where are What and Vader?
Yep.
That's not me, that's Alan.
Only Paradox would know, because Yome went to go wait for Alan before they left.
It's data weird, strange. Head hurt.
That doesn't answer where Vader and What went.
Huh? Them?
Yeah, where did they go?
I think they said they were saying something about investigations or some kind of thing. I'm having some existentialism.
Are they in their copy bots?
He just looks around.
You guys see there are 3 copy bots standing over here.
Quite the vigilant vigilante. Let's go, Quest Girl. Let's go see.
I'm not a vigilante.
Yep. The two of you make your way over. She sees one of the copy bots. She just kind of points at it, like that one.
Either one.
She kind of drifts over toward it and immediately just seems to overtake it, as the copy bot seems to slightly fit itself to her dimensions.
There, is that better?
There we go.
Holds up her hand.
Can you give me a high five?
Eyes go wide, puts both hands forward.
Puts up the other one.
High 10?
Moves forward, high 10s.
There we go. Now you're in the copy bot.
She looks at you. She seems to give a smile, but then she immediately remembers, popcorn! She runs over to Flick. As she does, she seems to take the little popcorn thing Flick had made, just without saying anything to Flick. As Flick just like, oh, okay. And then she rushes back over. She then starts eating popcorn and just standing next to you.
You can... no, I'll be fine. I am waiting for a s'more.
You want some more?
No, a s'more.
Blink, blink. The same confused look.
It is, from what I know of the Ned, it is chocolate and a marshmallow between 2 crackers.
2 crackers?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that does sound like the most amazing thing I've ever heard.
When
can we get one?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Alan to tell me.
So he has them. Starts walking toward Alan.
No, that's not what I meant.
So you're approaching me.
Alan, just looking at this, notices the 2 of you coming, just like, yeah, I heard everything you said. I don't have it. You're not that far away.
I can't believe these bots can get migraines. Like, here I sit.
I don't think they're supposed to be able to. I think you're just making yourself have one.
What a wonderful invention!
I think you're just being dramatic, Paradox.
How are you not? That's not a question. I understand the answer to that before I even finished it. I know why you're not having a migraine with this one around. Okay.
Quest Girl starts.
Are you calling me dumb?
Quest Girl pulls out her hand again and starts grunting like she's trying to make her gun show up. It doesn't show up, and then she pouts and looks at you.
What are you?
She is Quest Girl.
You're gonna have to take down vampires in my absence.
I'm sure. Okay. Those are things that are real, not something that I can do.
From what she was talking about around whenever she showed up, and from what Vader had said, I think she thinks that vampires are Darkloids, or same thing, vice versa. That term we heard before. Solo Navis.
Oh.
Darkloid. Do I know what the word Darkloid means?
Again, you had remembered Alan's dad from the police station before.
Okay.
A Dark Lloyd seems to be one of the most things that he seems to come back with. As you remember me saying, you think Alan's dad is a bounty hunter, and mostly they go after solo navies, also known as Dark Lloyds. Solo navies are the nice term for Dark Lloyds. Dark Lloyds are solo navies who do bad things.
Okay, so why do you think that you're not a Navi? Why would you be worried about vampires?
Because that's what I have to do to make sure that all vampires are taken down.
I don't understand why that would be
I
a
was
thing in your
chosen by that
programming.
gun, Stagman,
That's not my name.
Armor Man,
That's also not my name.
Forest Blaster.
You need to stop. What I don't understand is why that would be a thing you need to do. You're a program set to defend the pillar of the fucking school system.
Green Man.
My name is Paradox.
Paradox. Nods.
Yay, it learned. Why are you so obsessed with vampires?
Well, that's what that thing can do, so I just thought, hey, might as well. Also, I'm not really that into vampires. Whenever I found that gun, it just seemed to work really good on them.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots out sun. Unleashes the power of the sun.
In digital form. How nice. What do you mean you found the gun? Wait, what?
I found it in that place that you found me.
The network?
The school network?
I don't think it was at the place where I knew the bunny lady.
Oh.
Pretty sure it was in the place that had the big yellow guy.
Big yellow guy. Again with the big yellow guy. Neat. So it's from down there. Why would it be? That's not. I'm good. All right.
Well, in my opinion, most of the time vampires put the things that can defeat them really close to them. That way you find it and then you can defeat them with it.
That's not a good idea. Why would they do that?
Because they're shrewd.
That's not being shrewd, it's being suicidal.
I thought it was having pride.
That could be it too.
And look where pride will get them. Why am I indulging this? Wait.
I do not know. See, my only real knowledge of vampires are the ones that sparkle and are in romantic movies.
They'll sparkle a lot when you shine light on them with a gun.
Okay. So,
And it works on more than vampires too, by the way.
What else does it work on?
Well, whenever you use it, it seems to bypass resistances.
Oh.
That's why it can kill vampires. They're resistant to being dead. So it makes them dead. I don't know if that's what that means.
that's... So what you're saying is the damage can't be mitigated. By anything.
I don't think so. Maybe
maybe
a particularly crafty vampire.
You should know exactly how this works. You gave it to me. What did the data say?
Well, I don't have it anymore.
You should have met.
How about you look more into it, Paradox? You have the whole net at your disposal, if it's even there. Or maybe learn as you use it.
You're right. I'm just trying to pry how this thing has so much knowledge and yet no knowledge.
I mean, we'll be here all night if that's the case.
Your knowledge comes from your experiences, Paradox.
Oh, wow, you got it.
Thumbs up. Like directly to Yome, just like, hey.
You're welcome.
Am I in hell?
I think the biggest thing that we need to figure out is if you are a program, how are you able to get inside that copy bot and how are you able to project yourself outside of it? That's what you said, right? Mm-hmm. I'm able to project myself to a lot of places.
How?
He just kind of looks at you. Well, obviously, it's just what I can do.
That
You can do things.
I can't just project myself into reality.
Well, I can't make popcorn either.
I mean, technically, we are just using the medium of a copy bot.
Well, how is she doing that without a copy bot?
Because she's special.
That does not seem like a basic
Twirls
program.
around and gets over behind Yome. Just like, yeah, you tell him.
You're so right. So,
Uh,
so how do you do that weird phasing through that projecting? You're like a ghost. How does that work?
I'm not a
It's just
ghost.
it's just what she can do.
Hmm.
I think you're overanalyzing things right now, Paradox. You have to think simple. She is simple. She just can because she can. Because she is. Because she's Quest Girl.
You're a big guy and can probably punch really hard. That one can make popcorn, and this one has good directions. It's just what I can do.
It is just who we are. We can work the, how do you say, nitty-gritty later. Right now, the nitty-gritty isn't as fun.
It's never fun. So, Alan, have you ever heard of such things?
No.
Neat.
In fact, honestly, if you let us, I'd like to, before we take you back to the school, if you'd let me, I'd like to look into your code.
I was actually going to take her to Miss Toki.
That's probably best, but then we won't be able to see anything going on there.
It won't be until later tonight. It seemed like she wanted to go back, but she could probably wait a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really have a computer out here to check her out. Check me out?
Well,
that's not what he means. He just wants to give you a checkup, like a doctor.
She just looks at him. Like a doctor?
He just wants to make sure everything's A-okay.
Well, she forced herself into the PET. Can't you, I don't know, interface through that? Maybe? I don't know.
I'm a lot more comfortable at a PC. There's only so many things you can do on a PET. But if you stay with us until tomorrow, then I can check you out when we go home. Is that fine with you? We can take you to school whenever we go.
It'll be a bit more of a wait, but that probably means you can be around us for a little longer, Quest Girl.
And get more s'mores.
Okay. She looked like she was going to start thinking, but then he said s'mores. I will stay. Not to mention, It's not like if I go back, I can do anything anyway. You have my gun. And I can't make I can't make that again until at least a long rest.
Okay.
Playing
a long rest.
Until at least tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Sunday.
Oh, I get it.
I'm going to self-terminate now.
You're gonna commit Netpuku?
Yeah, it was nice knowing you all.
You die for real.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We'll miss you.
It's like, yeah, I'm just gone. She seems very happy with waiting and having s'mores with everybody. However, before we get off to that, there are going to be people approaching from the distance. But before we get to those people, what am Vader?
Yep.
I need to put on pants.
What was that?
Right now? You didn't think to do that before?
What am Vader? You guys have made your way into the network, as you guys have. I'd like to know, because there's not again, I mentioned this to you guys before we started the game, but there's not a ton of stuff that I have left as far as any sort of combat encounters or any sort of other things inside of the net. But what exactly are you wanting to look for, Vader?
In character, he's just looking around to get some control in his life. Out of character, let's have some character interaction between Juan Vader.
That's
You just
definitely
wanted to
something you can
kidnap
do.
what?
As long as you're not looking for something in particular, then yeah, you guys start wandering around the park network, patrolling. What do you guys want to talk about?
All right.
Oh, he's getting close. You know it's for real.
Vader's gonna look around, kind of be silent for a bit, then finally look to Watt.
You've been silent for a while.
I know you're new, but
I know we've only known each other for a day.
It's been a very long day. Don't worry about it.
Bug was very important to me.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Is he actually, he's kind of like makes like a sign, like like dead, or
From
he
what
like.
I understand, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's just another thing I've done where something horrible happens in reaction.
I mean, did you do it?
Even if it's indirect, I still take responsibility. Now I'm learning of this red version of Bug.
There's a what now?
Yeah. There was a time where I lost all memory of what I was doing. At first, I felt I was helping things out, and next thing I know, I learned I lose contact with the person known as Lotus. And I learned the possibility that a side of me is doing something.
A side of you. It's not Bug, is it? Or Bug? This is getting more complicated by the minute. Whew. Okay.
I'll start from the beginning.
When I was born, my mom hated me.
When I was born, both of my parents were missing.
What you and Paradox should understand about myself, Cross, and Yome. We started off knowing nothing. We were just kind of appearing, only slowly learning about what we were. Where Yome and Cross seem to have some resemblance of acceptance of their past. Bug and I, it's a bit more complicated.
What do you mean complicated?
We're net Navis, right?
Yep.
In our programming is something that's our identity, that's our purpose.
It's almost the same as the human concept of destiny. Think about it.
I can see it, yeah. Where are you going with it?
Bug and I were, well, to put it simply, spamware. Thought it was an antivirus program. Thought I was a soldier. Turns out that wasn't the case. To learn that my destiny was to be alive. And yet, Bug, the one that you'd think would be humored by this destiny of ours, still was around. Still laughed, still enjoyed. He thought of me as an equal and not a lesser. Sorry, that may sound strange.
I mean, it sounds like you've both been going at it for a while. I, mm, I guess I've considered the idea of quote unquote destiny myself. It's strange being made for one thing and then being thrusted headway into another one. I I think I can see how it's nice to have Bug see you as his friend, right?
You weren't always built for Alan, were
And no, that was not my original intention. No, it would be kind of weird to be a generator if that was the case, wouldn't it?
So I guess we both drew pretty short straws in the destiny of birth.
I mean, I did my thing for a while. I just eventually I was not supposed to do it anymore. And then I was sent here, and it's nice to have a thing to do again, but it also feels don't tell this to anyone, all right? But it feels like I don't really feel like I'm helping, in several terms, I'm supposed to be here for the president, Mr. Allen, yes? So it's kind of strange that he decided to do that and then backtrack on it immediately and then say it right in front of me. It
One
it's
for
been
a blue demon in the sky laughing at
Sorry. Oh, shut up. I'm sorry.
Just I had that visual image in my head and it was hilarious.
Just like taking what actually happened and seeing it from Watt's perspective is just horrible. Keep going. I'm sorry.
it just I mean, I guess it fits, right? My whole thing is running at things and then hoping I don't destroy everything around me by the end of it. So the fact that things keep blowing back on me feels about right. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I mean, I have kind of keep going, It's for Mr. President.
Sorry to laugh, but I didn't think we'd have that much in common.
Hmm?
The whole. What you just said. Oh. We work our hardest and it kind of blows up in our face sometimes.
Sometimes literally.
Haven't had that yet, but look at this junky thing. Knocks on his gun. It'll happen.
I mean, you look in pretty good shape for everything you say you've gone through.
You don't have to say that. I literally look like junk.
Oh no, you do look like junk.
There we go.
I am not saying that it's not a thing. I'm saying, in Scilabs, by the time you were there, you'd probably be a rebel. I am merely saying it is good to see you're still around.
That is a scary thought.
Hmm?
I'm sorry, you just mentioned Xylabs and rubble. Is that a fear you had to go through?
Hmm?
That you'd be rubble?
I mean, that's how it works, doesn't it? You do what you're supposed to do, and if you don't do it, well, you get decommissioned. That's how programs work.
No. No, that.
Hmm?
That is just completely wrong.
I mean, I don't see how it's wrong. It's what we're made of, and if you don't do it, then well, good luck next time.
You know what? I'm not seeing a lot, and I just want to feel like I was doing something anyway. You want to take a little detour with me?
We've been around here. Where we're going?
Can I contact Savannah?
Yes. I'll say yes.
I can't hear you.
I'll say yes.
Hey, Savannah, you there?
You'll have to. You bring your hand up. You bring the window up for a bit. We'll say this is around the time that they're talking about Quest Girl, and she's like, they're talking. Yome's talking about another girl that isn't me, so I'm not thinking about anything. But no, Savannah gets a ping on her PT and then goes to look around at it. It's like, yo, what's up?
Hey, you mind if Wad and I visit your PET for a moment? I want to show him something.
You want to show him that mess?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
This isn't an illegal thing, is it?
Don't worry. I think it's something you need to see.
You're gonna fucking traumatize one.
Oh god, what the hell?
For us, it's traumatizing, but I'm thinking about it, I'm like, huh, Wad would think it differently.
Maybe.
So he's gonna lead Watt to Savannah's PET.
Okay. You guys can easily do that because again, the PETs are all connected. As you guys do so, you guys find yourselves put into the the collective's PET over here.
It can't possibly be. Oh my god.
What? As you get here, you turn around and you see what appears to be a ton of net navis, a ton of normal navs, and all of them seem to just have they don't really move, and they all have glowing eyes.
I know this looks a little.
Oh, this is intensely disturbing.
But this is our normality. This is, in a way, what we were. That's what I am. Where we shouldn't need to fear being destroyed for not being the best. We should just be ourselves. And look around you. They seem to be doing fine, aren't you? He gives a thumbs up to them.
Well, I've gotten information from the chat. First one is, most of them are just smiling and waving. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. A lot of them are saying beep. They seem to be welcoming you. Some of them have stepped aside to allow for 2 places for you guys to come and give yourselves to the collective, if you will. I'm kidding.
Oh man.
But yes, they're they react as they normally would, Vader. They seem to, as you address them, they slightly turn towards your direction.
You are doing your best, and I could see that. Let me ask you something.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do you want to do more?
What do you mean?
Well, what is it that Watt wants? Do you want to work hard to convince Alan to be president? Do you want to work hard to find yourself?
What if I don't know what I want?
Pardon?
What if I don't know what I want?
Well, then let's at least make you the best you. That way, even if you never find out what you really want, at least you'll work hard and have no regrets, right?
I guess. Is this why we're here?
Well, not. This was more to show you. Because let's be honest here. If the way Scilabs is, I know you probably have issues with the way Scilabs is right now.
I suppose I have a couple.
Let me be honest with you. I want more of this than I do the idea of just disposing someone because they weren't doing a good job. So, if it's for that kind of future, he takes out his hand. How about until you figure out what you want? Let's make a temporary pact.
Okay.
Let's work together and convince Alan to make Scilabs better than it is right now.
You were very close. You were very close there, buddy. You flew a little bit close to the sun.
It's fine. It's
Not
fine.
close
Everything's
enough.
fine.
Okay.
Not nearly close enough.
What?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
No. What? Hovers his hand above Vader's with like a little bit of hesitation, and then he puts it down. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, is that something wrong?
No, don't worry about
No,
it.
no. Don't worry about it. Let's just go make Scilabs better than it currently is.
Let's return Scilabs to its greatness.
Make Scilab great again.
I said the meme.
But until then, let's go train in the PT.
You sure you want to train right now? It's been a very long day.
There are other ways to end a day.
I mean, I suppose we could stare at a wall until we feel something again. But
if you guys would like to, you
Yeah,
could
no wall
definitely...
staring for you. We're training.
If you guys would like to, you could definitely train. In the PET is probably not the best place to do it. You could...
Well, not this one.
Well, in either of the PETs, there's not really a lot to train in the PETs with, unless you want to kill a whole bunch of fucking bunnies. You can scare Maria Bunny into making more bunnies if you want. But I would say that if you wanted to train, going back into the network itself, back into the park network would probably be the best place for you guys.
Yeah, lead what there?
Okay. You guys...
Quick, before these guys try to get my fucking energy, because I'm looking at the chat and I don't like where we're going.
You guys make your
Good
way
chat.
back out of the PET back into the park network. As you guys do, I'm guessing you guys don't go after any water viruses because, you know.
The environment is important, okay?
But you guys can go from this stable part of the network to one of the more unstable areas, like where Blitzman and Caliber have went. If you'd like, do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's go. You have any problem with that?
No problems here.
Yeah, all right.
You guys will go ahead. Go with that.
He's feeling obliviously optimistic, even though Vader and I are like, ah, shit, we did something wrong, didn't we?
You guys make your way toward a unstable part of the net. We'll have you guys roll for some stuff in a little bit to see if you guys gain anything from your training. See if your training montage have left you guys looking like JoJo characters afterwards.
No, please, no more JoJo. Won't stop talking about
At which
it.
point,
For the North Star.
Cross.
Hello.
Cross. You, Nathan, and Donovan. Donovan being in front of you so that someone is between him and Nathan.
This is fine.
Make your ways back to the campgrounds. As you guys do, Yome and Paradox, you see that Cross has made her way back. While you guys are getting some things ready, you see that Savannah has gone off and seems to be doing stuff with her PT and things of that nature. John has come over and gathered Alan and Savannah to start getting ready for any sort of s'more activities. As soon as you get back, Cross, you see that Chill Fox makes his way back over towards you. As he does, well, there you guys are. Donovan doesn't say anything and instead just walks straight over toward Yome. Just like getting as far away from Nathan as possible. You see, like, as he's walking to you, Yome, you see that he's walking as tall and straight as he can, but you can tell there is just a very uncomfortable feeling from him as he's, like, looking back toward the way he came, and you see that Nathan is behind him. And then you remember how Donovan is around Nathan. As he goes straight to you, who would be the only person here who would know that.
Donovan.
We'll get to that in a sec. Chill Fox was approaching Cross.
Yeah.
As Chill Fox makes his way there, he sees the two of you and sees Donovan make his way away. He's like, oh, He looks over at Nathan, looks over at you, gives a smile. Everything going good?
Everything seems to be all right.
The boys stay back at the bathrooms?
For now.
I'm gonna make my way back and see if we can scavenge anything from the tent.
It's a good idea.
I think that some of the things they said dropped out on the way as it was being dragged off, but if we can at least find the cooler or something, we could be able to get at least the food back. I'm gonna make my way there, though. If I run into the others, do you want me to tell them anything?
Nothing in particular jumps to my mind. Do you know where Alan is?
He motions over toward Alan, John, and Savannah as they seem to be gathered around a tiny campfire type thing, trying to get it to work. Everything seems to have chilled out around here a little bit. Watt and Vader went off into the net looking for some training, I think, and everybody else is just kind of hanging out. Then there's that girl, points off to Quest Girl, and she's here, I guess. So, looks over at Nathan. You don't have to worry about being the only one that came late. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah. Still not feeling good? I was shot. Fair. Okay. I'm gonna go see if I can get anything.
That's a very good plan. Let us know what you recover.
We should be able to get pretty much anything that was left. I don't think anything would have been too loose to, like, be ruined or anything. But besides the tent, but we'll have to think about that later. All right. See you guys in a bit.
Thank you very much for your contributions. Like, excessively deep bow.
He just kind of like turns around, gives a smile. Well, I can't fight. Might as well do something I can do. Thank you for your contributions as well.
Fine, I just got fucking shot for everyone.
Yeah, it was really cool. As he drifts away.
Oh, over to Alan.
You start to make your way over to Alan. You notice that Nathan seems to be following you very closely.
This is fine.
He just does not really seem to be wanting to interact with just about anyone else. You make your way over there. Let's see what happened with the Donovan Yome thing. Yome, Donovan made his way to you. As soon as Nathan starts moving around, you see that he moves to like the other side of you.
That was that thing of like she had thought about like, oh, Donovan, I'll just take him to Alan.
You can stay with us.
Yeah, of course. Is there anything you need? I mean, I know that all of you are in copybots, and you can definitely do anything I can do, but I can do something. I can, you want me to get anything?
Hand on shoulders. You don't have to do anything, Donovan.
Okay.
How about, I had thought maybe of taking you to Alan and all of them, but now they're over there, so I am out of ideas.
I'll stay here. I don't want to interrupt. I mean, Alan's obviously busy with the fire.
Are you still scared?
Of what?
You know what I'm talking about, Donovan.
Oh, you mean that old thing of no, of course not. I mean, he just defeats me every time we ever do anything. He's extremely scary looking, and he's got shot and hasn't had anything happen from that, and that's not terrifying. So yeah, no, I'm fine.
But he still used to be your friend.
You heard Alan's father, right?
Yes.
Is he? I mean, it makes a lot more sense now why he's been acting weird, but did he used to be my friend?
Well, how long have you known Nathan? When did you meet Nathan? How did you meet Nathan?
Not long ago. I mean, about a year or so ago, but it's not like we were amazingly close, but...
Do you know anything about Nathan outside of school?
Yes, I know a bit. I mean, he's talked a lot about it. He's the... Well... He just kind of goes and just like puts his hand like scratching behind his head, trying to think. He's the police commissioner's son. I know that much. He's pretty much near the top of the class. Not as far as Alan, me, or the president is concerned, but pretty high up there. And Well, beforehand, he seemed like he was just a bit of a slacker. But apparently his hobbies include chasing girls in the dark and having flashlight eyes. So I don't know.
And having an official net Navi?
He just kind of like looks over at you. What do you mean?
You didn't know?
An official net Navi?
Sparrowman.
I mean, I guess that might make sense since he has defeated me as much as he has, but... And I guess if anyone would have an official, it would be the police commissioner's son. Either way, what's that supposed to... I mean... It makes sense, I guess, but...
Well, aside from past experiences with him, what are you scared of?
He's been acting strange in the past couple of months. Recently, he's been challenging me and Blitzman quite often, and it's... At first, it was just fighting, and we were fine with that, but it eventually started... Well, eventually I started telling him I didn't want to, and... He started eating things and chewing on those battle chips and acting very psychotic. I started worrying about him, so I would play him more, and he began getting more crazed. I tried having Blitzman talk to Sparrowman about it, but Sparrowman started acting up as well. Before, Sparrowman was quiet, like he always is, but... And I guess he's always been curious, but... Now he's been... Well, you've seen him. Blitzman already told me what he was trying to do to you all whenever you were in class.
Has he always talked as if he was straining himself?
He's hardly ever talked, to be fair. He always has seemed like he's gotten a weight on his shoulders, I guess, but never to the crazed extent he has been. He's been battle crazed. He's been far more interested in things. I'm not a Navi, so I can't say a lot about Sparrowman, but he didn't act like this before. I'm wondering if it's some sort of side effect of using broken down battle chips like Nathan's using, the ones he's been chewing on. Maybe the data has done something to him. And now I see that he just gets shot and nothing happens.
I do not know. I have an assumption, but it's a bit of a stretch. Which is why Alan wants to go back to Scilabs to talk to Dr. Coda.
I'm just surprised that Paradox hasn't mentioned anything anytime I talk about the police commissioner or anything. Anyway.
Anthony?
I'm sure that Anthony is just dead. Either way, let's keep going.
Sorry, I'm here. Just got here.
Nathan's the police commissioner's son.
What?
Just gonna say that, you know, this was brought up and you're just on the side.
Delayed reaction.
I had to go. I had to get away from the computer for a second. But
I'm just imagining he's just like looking off at a tree, just like staring at a squirrel, and then like as this conversation going on, he just turns around. What?
He's just saying Nathan's been acting weird for a year now. His quiet Navi suddenly is couple months now. He's known Nathan for about a year. He's the police commissioner's son. He's about top 5 in his class, probably in the lower end of the top 5. He likes to chew on battle chips. He thinks that that's why Sparrow Man, who's usually quiet, is now suddenly battle crazed. While Nathan is also slightly battle crazed and borderline psychotic. That's what you missed.
And now we've seen him get shot and just take it.
The commissioner actually found someone? Yeesh.
Oh, you
No.
would know the commissioner, would you not?
I know, but I knew one and know the new one. Well, new is a strong word, new to me.
What is Nathan's last name?
I don't know, dude, don't fucking tell me.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Donovan.
I don't know, Deco. Why don't you fucking tell? No.
Nathan, I don't know, Dico, why don't you fucking tell me?
How about you? You just fucking descends down, just a blue-robed man, as he just looks over at Paradox and smacks him in the face. And what can you do about it? Not a damn thing. Except
Be a
then
coward, smack him back.
except then you use your ability and take away my ability to slap you, and then I float back up into the air, and
I take
then
away your ability
this
by
whole
breaking.
scenario disappears.
I remove you. I skill break you by breaking your fucking wrist.
You know that this isn't the old commissioner. You know the old commissioner. He was that was Aegis. That's the one whom you were with and everything like that. You know that commissioner did not have anyone left behind from their stuff, and that mostly there was just you and the job, as well as, like, his two navies, yada yada yada.
Yes.
He wasn't really that much for anything else. As far as the new commissioner, you barely know this one. They were kind of new whenever you had went into your 10 or so year coma.
Approximately 10.
Give or take a little bit, because you also woke up before everybody else. Make sure that I am being correct. That is definitely a placeholder name. I'm looking at this like, yeah, that is definitely a fucking placeholder last name.
Yeah?
It's Embers. No.
Rough, buddy.
That is definitely that is 100%. Hold on, let me open up the actual character sheets. I'm just looking at, like,
that is. I couldn't think of a last name. Put something.
Yes,
down
I have two character sheets. I have the important NPCs, like, quick sheet that I have, and then I have the like, actual character sheets with all their stats. The only problem is the actual character sheet is really hard because I have, like, all their images and stuff in there, so it actually loads a little bit crazy. Okay. Because, like, when you start, like, whenever you have, like, actual images and Word files, like, you start scrolling down, but then they actually just start, like loading in, and then it jumps around. I hate it. Okay. Going down to the new ones. Ah, there we go. Her name is Miss Haven.
Haven.
Mm-hmm. From what you can tell of her, the last little bit you've been around her, she seems very strict, and she seems to be very quick to anger. And you did not know that she had a son.
I can't imagine why the kid's the way he is. Nope, didn't know she had a son. That's new. Yeah, Commissioner Haven. She's temperamental, very very strict, and did not strike me as someone with a family kind of mentality.
I wonder. Kind of.
What's on your mind?
Again, I unfortunately don't know too much about the police.
Darn, if only someone here did.
Well, okay. You said they don't seem like the kind of person who would have a family, right?
Just kind of no. She just doesn't sit well with my tastes. Not that I have any tastes, but if I had tastes, she would probably not be anything like it.
Maybe they have some sort of an estranged relationship.
Well, she's a very
Mother
angry.
and son.
She's a very angry individual. I think I would know a thing or two about that kind of mentality, though.
That still
I
doesn't
know that
really...
that's one of the reasons why he's able to get away with as much as he is.
It's something a theme with a lot of people that everyone here is associating with.
Well, most people who go to Dentech Academy are somewhat prestigious in their own way.
Look how well adjusted.
The son of the director of Scilabs, the son of the assistant of the director of Scilabs, the son of the police commissioner, the son of the head of a hospital. What do your parents do, Donovan?
Donovan just looks over. They work in, I don't know, stocks. I'm kidding.
I'm in stocks as well.
He just like looks over. My family work overseas.
His family work overseas.
It's nothing as prestigious as anyone else around here. I got in mostly through money.
Everyone has a way to get in somehow.
And so many of them so well adjusted.
You don't know us. You only been here a day. Snap. I'm kidding.
and what an informative day it's been.
Still, that doesn't seem to really connect the dots of why the police commissioner would allow duplicates of her son.
I've never met her. He's only ever hung out with us whenever we're over at Kane's or over at Brad's.
And Kane lives at Scilabs. Where does Brad go? Live? What does he do? His family.
He just looks over. Well, I know that Brad himself wants to become a police officer. Might be one reason why him and Nathan are so close. But Brad isn't really, well, that important either. Like myself, he mostly got in through his, well, rather impressive physiques. He is potentially, well, they had thought originally about letting him compete in the Olympics.
Oh.
Originally.
Why not?
He doesn't want to. I keep telling him that he should. He gets to go overseas and then do whatever he wants, but he wants to be a police officer.
That is admirable in a way.
It's a noble profession, and I'm not just saying that because of my own profession.
You
Maybe
probably are.
Oh, just a little bit, honestly.
That does make sense as for why Brad has a very singular justice code.
They even take some of his classes and let him have extra physical classes. They keep trying to get him to become more, well, notable around. You may not know it to look at him, but he actually speaks 3 different languages as well.
He does?
They're trying to groom him as well as they can to get him to go overseas, but he's just not really interested.
Well, at the end of the day, they cannot make him. Just like Alan cannot become the director of Scilabs like they want him to be.
Yes, but I'm worried about him. If he doesn't, well, do anything like that, then This school is not the cheapest thing. If he doesn't go through with any sort of scholarship plan or anything like that, he's going to have to pay it off once he graduates.
What?
Again, it's a very expensive school, and he got in with them thinking he was going to go to, well, give them some sort of prestige. Yet he refuses afterwards, even though that's why he got let in. He's very stubborn.
This is good to know, actually.
Hmm?
I was thinking, at some point, Brad and I are going out on a date.
Oh, right.
I wasn't sure what I'd be able to talk to him about while we were at the community center. Maybe I can get through to him.
Hopefully you can. I will say, it's like talking to a brick wall most of the time. For more than one reason.
I was able to convince him to hang around Alan and protect him.
His family has been trying to make sure that he goes with that as well, but I feel like the whole them not even allowing him to have his own Navi thing is kind of causing him to rebel a bit against them.
Why wouldn't they allow that?
They want to make sure that he doesn't get involved in anything bad. It's why Kane did what he did to Pink. Brad doesn't get a lot of freedoms at his place. He usually tries his best to stay over at one of our places as much as he can.
That is interesting.
I didn't mean to bring up all this stuff. I mean, I know that everything right now is already heavy enough as it is. But I do get worried about him.
That is called being a good friend, Donovan. Which also reminds me. I know that we've made some progress in potentially fixing the mate box. Maybe you'd be willing to show Alan your mate box?
Flicking quest score just like mate box, like what?
Inch.
No, nothing. What? Nothing. What? What? I'm kidding.
Where are all of you children getting these?
There's only 2. I'm kidding.
3.
Just shut up. As like you go to inch toward him, the others are like very curious about what you're talking about. Has he figured it out? I mean.
He is going to be looking intently at a fully functional mate box, and Alan picks up things very quickly. And you know how smart he is. You know he'll be able to fix it in a snap.
A fully functional one. Where did he get?
My previous owner.
Ah. But I thought that yours was the one he has.
His wife has one.
Ah.
He found a wife.
Oh. I'm kidding.
He found a wife and didn't just win one in a gacha.
You can do that?
That's what I was.
Ah.
Remember?
Yes.
So your answer to that is yes, in the vaguest sense of the word.
If he's able to fix his.
Fine.
That's as much as I can say.
I merely wanted to give you an update.
I know that it must seem dumb that I'm still holding back a bit with this, but I don't want any mistakes.
Of course. If Miko meant as much to you as I meant to Hero Black, of course you wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her.
To be fair, I'm not even sure what I'm going to do whenever... I mean... It's been so long, is she even still in there?
I mean, I was still in mine. Even I was thrown out a window.
But is she going to be like how you were, or is she going to be... I don't know.
Questions best wait left until you can actually answer them.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. By the way, Paradox,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking over everyone's, well, data before. Were you able to use that ability that we sent through? The program advance?
Yeah. That was good stuff.
It looks as if you have some strange data inside of you that seems to be very similar to something that Bug Vader has inside of him. However,
Well, I am.
however,
it's a mess.
excuse me. However, it's not seemingly active and seems to just be taking up space.
Sounds about right.
It's caused a sort of rift or fault line inside of you. I'm not as good as Alan when it comes to programming, but if it's something like this, I can easily remove it from you if you need.
I don't know. I'm not sure what in there is recoverable or is useless, so it's weird.
Well, at least you'll have it, and it won't be clunking up the rest of your data.
I guess.
You'll feel lighter.
It seems to currently be set on yourself to make almost a sort of fault line between your data. Given what we just saw outside of the tent, I believe that might have been the cause of your deletion. Your data is very unstable and held together as if it's like some sort of shoddy stapler.
Patchwork?
No offense.
Patchwork?
The patchwork is a good word for it. I could use some patches. But,
You're patchy.
It was strange dying. Again. It was weird.
It'll happen. You'll probably not get used to it. I haven't.
Well, that's like the third time for me, so if nothing else, I've gained more. It felt like I got more clarity at the end. Weirdly enough. It's weird. It's strange having two more people in your head.
I will say this. I wasn't able to find any extra artificial intelligence inside of you. Even though you say that you have memories from all of these different things and that you are an amalgamation, it still seems as if you are still the only one of you inside of you. I don't know if that is any sort of comfort, however.
I don't know yet. There's
still plenty of data that's hard to read, so who's to say what we could find in the future, depending on fate cards or whatever, but... But from what I can see, the best option for you is to get rid of this fault line.
We could make sure you get backup data before anything happens. You're going to need another one anyway.
I need a lot of things, it seems. All right. If all of you think you can patch me up right, and I won't die again.
I won't have the ability to do it tonight since we're going to be here, and not to mention I want to go over some more of my study material tonight as well. Is there even a point at this point?
Do you think you'll fail?
I mean, we were even going to do that just so that we could have a reason to be able to go to the Undernet, but with Paradox here, we don't need a reason anymore, do we?
I mean, having options is nice.
You already come this far.
I mean, I'm mostly just rushing into it at this point, aren't I? I mean, what's another 6 months? I could just wait 6 months.
The culmination of everything that we did today end up with me dying or taking your test.
I believe you could do it, Donovan, depending on what the test is.
Well, it's not like I'm worried about it or anything.
It's okay to be worried about it.
I just said I wasn't.
That's a surefire.
And I believe you, but if you ever did get worried, it's okay to be worried. It is a very big deal and a big step. It is something that you've wanted for quite a long time, is it not? It's right within your grasp. It is okay to be worried whenever you become worried, It is also okay to be excited. And if you do fail for whatever reason, that is another learning experience that you can, as they say, add to the belt. And then again, like you said, in 6 months you can take it again. Hmm?
He just kind of like looks at you, then kind of like looks away. I
Tilt
have all the
head.
confidence in the world.
Of course you do. I wish Alan had a bit more of it.
There's no way that I'm going to fail. I just don't see the motivation anymore, is all.
Well, what would help motivate you?
Right now,
Us
nothing.
more? Oh.
He seems to, at that point, look down the road that Chill Fox just went down, and just kind of lean back against one of the trees that's nearby. He seems somewhat bummed, as he said, as of right now, nothing. But before we get too much into that, Cross. You have made your way with Nathan over toward Alan. Alan, Savannah, and John seem to be sitting at the tiny embers of the campfire. All three of them look at Nathan as he comes out. You see that both John and Savannah seem to scoot back as Nathan comes with you. It's like, oh, hey. What are you doing, Cross?
I'm just gonna go over. I gave him an examination. He seems like he's going to be fine.
Oh yeah, that's great. Just kind of like looks at you, Cross, like just kind of like motions at him with like, he chased us down.
I know, looking Savannah. I was there.
Look, I know you were there. I'm just saying.
He's calm. Shut the fuck up. Don't agitate him so he goes robot again.
Well, if we agitate him, then at least we have other people around that can stop him, right? I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
Savannah. Nice. He took a bullet for you. I did too, for that matter. Fuck you.
Listen, I didn't ask either of you to take a bullet from me. I could have taken that bullet.
Bullshit! You don't have bioorganic bullshit making you work.
You don't know. I could be plenty. I'm playing.
Savannah,
No.
we all know you're not bio.
We all know you're not. Anyway, you don't know. I can have like robot parts, better robot parts.
Please show
The
me where
best
I can
robot
plug in. Please
Well, I
show
don't
me
want
where-
to. I don't want to alarm the two of you, but she like pulls like the sleeve of her jacket up from her left arm and just kind of holds it in her right hand. This arm can become a gun.
Going to look at her arm.
You see a normal arm.
Squeeze arm.
You squeeze the arm. You see, as you squeeze, she tries to flex.
That's very impressive, but this is not a gun arm.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that this is a gun. Rocking a pair of them, you know.
I see what she means then.
This is not a gun.
Are you also a pet cross? Because these pythons are sick.
This is not a snake either. This is an arm.
Shut the fuck up, Cross.
I have anchor arms. Now I'm a jerk and everyone loves me. No, I'm playing.
Savannah, you were always a jerk.
As Alan just kind of like looks over at this. As you guys were talking, you started out talking very whispered, and then it just stopped. There was no more whispering being had. How are you feeling, Nathan? I'm not hurt or anything, if that's what you're worried about. Where's your scary Navi friend? I mean, I hate to say it, but which one?
We have a lot of those.
The blue one. He's here, right? You haven't exploded that one? You mean Bug Vader? Is that his name?
Yes.
When did you ever meet Bug Vader? Over at the mall. He yelled at me. He just kind of like looks at him and looks back over at Cross. I don't remember Vader doing that. I don't know where you were at the time, to be honest. I was following them. He points over toward Yome and Donovan.
Thank you for acknowledging me. I was also there.
I forget, was I there?
He hasn't acknowledged
No.
Savannah, and Savannah was there.
Cross was not.
Yeah,
there.
Cross wasn't there. Savannah was, and she's just sitting there like, fucking, I was there. I was on a date. Kind of. She just didn't know it yet. What now?
Was there a reason you were doing that?
Well, I mean, at the time, not really, I guess. As he was talking to Alan, he seemed to be like a little bit more aggressive as he's talking, but once you asked him that, he just really goes, no, I guess not. I guess I wasn't. I mostly just wanted to fight, I guess.
Why did you want to fight?
No reason, really. I mean, that's what you do, right? With your friends, you fight them.
Cross looks at everyone else. Is that what friends do?
I don't know, John. We should fight.
Alright, I'll get the full Jello.
You're my favorite, Cross. I'm kidding.
Hold on, we'll dig a hole. We'll get some water. Mud wrestling. Did you girls bring your swimsuits?
I don't think it's very sanitary or legal.
God damn.
But no. That's what you do, right? I mean, right?
I've never heard of friends.
Not to mention,
fighting.
the more times I beat Donovan and Blitzman, the more chips they hand over to me.
Why do they hand over chips to you?
Well, because we say that if they win, then they get back the chips that I took from them, and if I win, they give me more chips.
Doesn't that sound a little unfair?
I know, right? I mean, I'm giving them so many more back.
But they were never yours to begin with until you started taking them.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at this point, like, if I were to just give them all back, that's a big loss, right? See, I'm risking a lot more than he's risking, I think.
Do you understand what recuperating losses is?
He just kind of like looks at you. It's like, I don't.
He has that pose where he's like, "Look, if I lose."
Look. See, I don't think you understand. I have the chips.
This does not sound very nice or friendly.
They belong to me, and so I'm gonna beat up my friend and take more of them. What don't you get? I'm kidding.
No, I understand. I just don't understand.
Well, basically, one day we were fighting. Sparrowman was fighting Blitzman, and I was like, "Hey, if I win, give me that chip." And I don't really know why I said it, but then he's like, "Yeah, fine." And then I won, and then I took the chip. And then the next time he's like, "Hey, I'll give you this chip to get that chip back." And I'm like, "All right, but like we're gonna fight." And he's like, "Okay." And then we started fighting, and then I just it just kept getting more and more. And now they're all mine, and they belong to me now.
Nathan, have you heard of Gamblers Anonymous? I should go talk to Tom. You both have a crippling gambling problem.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he's fine with it. Like he's the one that keeps bringing it up, right?
I think he must have his chips back.
I mean, he's the one that keeps bringing it up. I mean, right?
This is not very nice.
Look, it's just roughhousing. Like what they do with Alan. Right?
That's not good either.
Nah, what are you talking about? It's just roughhousing. Hey, Alan, you want to fight?
Oh my god.
Not really. Especially Because do you mean fight as in fight, or do you mean like net battle? Either or. I don't really have the need to, especially because if we were to regularly fight, I would lose.
Is there a reason you like fighting so much?
I mean, no, I guess not. I mean, I just do.
I can't say I understand it. I mean, when you fight someone, someone else ends up hurt.
Well, yeah, but
And
it's just roughhousing. I mean, I never end up hurt.
Do I teach him a lesson by beating the shit out of him? I know he's a coffee bot. Or at least a thing like a coffee bot.
If you remember as well, after he was shot, he didn't seem to be in pain as much as he was just scared. So him saying that he never got hurt probably is very literal.
Ethan, that hurts people.
That Navi or P, everybody.
Listen, this wasn't the conversation I was prepared to get into. One thing left to another.
That kills people.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you see, people have these things called pain receptors. Which I don't think your arm has.
He like kind of puts his hand up to where like the bullet had gone through. He's just like, I mean, yeah, I guess if what you said is true and like I'm repressing some sort of violent past or something. What? Then yeah, I guess it makes sense. It doesn't hurt or bleed.
I think the easiest way to explain this is, you remember the girl's leg, yes? Betty's leg?
He looks at you, huh?
No, I'm talking to Alan.
Yeah.
His arm is similar.
You have a prosthetic? Looks at you. Yes, I guess. Your Navi seems to think I'm repressing some tragic past.
His arm is definitely not a human arm. In fact,
Yeah, neither is teeth, by the way. Just saying. Huh?
Yes. Don't worry about it, Nathan.
It's not nice.
Alan, may I need to unload data onto the PET. That was my whole motivation for going over.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Just gonna go on the PET real quick. I'm just gonna bail out of this conversation super hard.
You make your way into the PET. I'm guessing you want to drop off your recordings?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave a text file with just like...
You see Caliber just sitting in the corner. At this point, he is also now covered in bees.
Hello, Caliber. You seem to be communing with the viruses very well.
Let's just get all the bees over here.
This is fine.
He looks back at you. He gives a wave.
I wish back. I'm just gonna unload my nice audio file here. Recording him. Everything that just fucking happened.
Flap, 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 flap. Flap, flap, flap.
Just gonna...
Look at that burb.
Leave a nice text file here.
Look at that new burb art.
Oh, such a good burb art.
That new burb art from Fomal.
Burb.
And that new fox art from Fomal.
I love the fox so much. So angry.
Don't talk her. She angy.
She hangy. She
Don't talk
hangy,
her. She hangy.
She hangy. I was gonna say she hangy.
Hangy and hangy. Don't talk to her unless you bring tribute.
You drop off your files. Do you want to make your way back out, or do you want to again dodge out of that as much as you can and stay here? You do remember that you did leave the one data inside of Nathan.
Yeah, I need to go back and get that. I also going to leave a text file here describing what I found inside of Nathan for Alan to read.
Shutter, abuse, joke, swear jar.
I'm gonna ping that for Alan to see. Just label it. Alan, you need to read this, just so he understands. There's fragments of an exploded bomb program inside of Nathan, and Nathan is probably entirely biomechanical.
You're holding up the file, and you just see Ninetales is just jumping at it.
No, this is not food yet. This is not food. Brad, down. I fed you earlier.
I'm hungry.
I fed you an hour ago.
I'll eat your bird.
Don't eat my bird. I'll bring you more programs to eat. Now behave.
The bird goes and flies over her and just stays just out of reach. Just seems to raise itself up whenever it wants to.
Whenever she starts. Perfect. Ping. Alan, read this. Ping. Alan, read this. Ping.
Alan looks down at it. Do you want him to read it right now, or do you want him to read it later?
I'm gonna leave the copybot after he's noticed it.
He seems to look down toward it. You note that Alan then starts to move over toward where the copybots are and kind of lean up against the area there and begin to start reading. Do you want to jump out?
Yes.
Bzz. There you go.
I don't think I want Nathan to get curious, look over the shoulder, and suddenly realize everything fucked up about him. I don't want him to go into another panic attack.
What do you mean panic attack? Panic! I'm kidding.
Alright, we're just gonna put him down this time. Alan's dad, come help.
Do you want to go and try to convince him to let you get back in and grab that other piece of data?
Yes.
You go up to him and try to convince him. He says yes because card. You go in and you grab that piece of data you left behind in him. As you come out, you are again basically full up with that data. When you come out, he seems to, at this point, like, sit over with John and Savannah, and the two of them seem to basically, at this point, not care, because they're like, well, Cross is here, and Paradox is here, and Flick is here. We don't care. As long as he's not going insane, they don't really care. Do you want to do anything when you come back out? Do you want to talk to any of them in particular? Do you want to make your way over toward Yome? Do you want to try to see if you can find anyone else?
By the way, how am I connecting to him? Is it wireless? Did I find the port?
When you're around Alan, Alan can just kind of use the wireless area to do it since he knows it can happen. You were looking around at him before, and you connected in through the area you thought was the most suspicious. So I'm guessing the arm. But yes, you connect through the arm.
Okay, so I didn't see like an actual like port on him or anything.
No. Basically, when it comes to interacting with him in particular, you feel as if because he's somewhat close to a copybot in a way, you can just kind of interact with him.
Okay.
Because it's you in particular, because other people wouldn't be able to do that because they don't have task scheduling and yada yada yada. Yada yada.
Making the hairdryer work is my specialty.
The only other person who'd be able to do it without any other problems would be Watt, and that's just because Watt can just be like, I jack into everything because I have cords. Do you want to, again, go to anybody else? Do you want to talk to the three that are still here? Do you want to wait for Alan? Do you want to head over toward any of the others? What do you want to do, Cross?
Also, just to clarify from earlier, was Donovan was asking me to keep an eye on Nathan, right? Not Kane, or was he asking for Kane?
When he asked you earlier?
Yeah, when he was like, keep an eye on them. I was assuming Nathan.
Yeah, Donovan was like, "Are you gonna Can you keep an eye on him? Make sure." And then
Okay, so him.
Donovan
All
said
right.
he was gonna. Said he was gonna make sure Kane doesn't get near Alan.
Basically, whenever Donovan had left, you can kind of tell that he just didn't want to get near Nathan.
Okay. I was just making sure I was understanding the situation correctly.
He is very worried about the whole Nathan thing, and you do know that he has kept his distance rather heavily from him. As far as things are concerned. I don't remember, because again, if he said them, he obviously was talking about Kane. It happened at the beginning of the game, so I'm trying to remember what the context was.
I'm remembering it as Donovan said he was going to keep an eye on Kane to make sure he doesn't get near Alan, as long as Cross kept an eye on him.
I don't think that that's what he would have said, though, because he doesn't want to be around Kane right now.
That is true. There's also that.
So that's why I'm saying I don't think that that's what was said. That's you can assume that that
I'll
right now
assume both.
Right now he was just not really like keep an eye, but like he wasn't going to be doing it, kind of thing. Because he doesn't. You could tell he didn't want to be near Nathan, and whenever he left Kane and Brad, he said that they would come back, but he wasn't going to really do anything.
Wait
with
on
them.
Yeah.
Again, I'll go back and rewatch the beginning, but there's obviously some context that we're not talking about, and that's the context I need to remember. But yes.
For right now, I'll keep hanging out with them until I see the other two come back.
Okay. Eventually, after a little bit of time, returning from the side. Boop. Three boys start to make their way from the walkway. You see that Chill Fox seems to be carrying with him a large cooler sectional. You see that Kane is carrying a couple of things, mostly his jacket, and from what you can tell, the strap of evil tape seems to be kind of slung over his shoulder. And you see that Brad is carrying a large, just balled up, kind of rolled up sectional of the large tent that was brought there.
How chivalrous of them. What good helpers.
As they make their way back, you see that as soon as Kane enters the area, just about everybody just like kind of like goes, like, oh, he's back.
Collectively, they move on.
Chill Fox brings the food over toward the area. You see that Brad just kind of lays down the stuff to the side and stands next to Kane, because Brad realizes nobody else will hang out with Kane.
Correctly.
And you see that Kane starts to make his way over toward John to hand over the evil tape, whereas John looks over at Kane and then just kind of gives a glare toward him, and he hands it over to Brad as Brad takes it over to her.
Appropriate response.
At which point, Brad makes his way back over, as the two of them are just kind of standing there, and you see Nathan just kind of look over like, oh, hey, guys, come over here. Come on, we're going to have s'mores. Come on, guys, get over here. Get over here, you two. Come on. He seems very oblivious to everybody looking at Kane in like anger. Kane looks over at Nathan, looks back to Brad, and goes over and sits down.
I am shocked that he's not upset that Kane is basically the reason he got shot.
He doesn't know.
No.
Nobody has told him. He's just like, there was some crazy lady that shot me.
Dude just wants a fucking s'more. Why don't you just give it the... Oh my god.
You know, this is probably the nicest thing I can do for Kane right now, and the only kindness I will give him. I won't tell him he's the reason Nathan got shot. So yeah, next time Nathan loses his shit and becomes a serial killer, Kane's not immediately on the hit list.
There we go. We'll give him a color. As Kane just goes and sits next to Nathan, Nathan's just like, "Oh man, I was just talking to these guys about like how I got shot. Apparently, I'm repressing some things. That's really weird. Anyway,
Maybe my mom didn't love me enough.
maybe I don't know. Like her last name's different than my last name, so like maybe that's why. Maybe she hates me.
what?
I don't know."
So she'll make Cross will sit down like next to Kane, being like, "I'm gonna keep an eye on you, motherfucker, but I'm gonna be very me about it, which is non-aggressive."
You see that both John and Savannah like move over towards you, and like Chill Fox just goes and sits down between her and Brad, like, "Hey guys, how's everybody? God." Anyway,
Man,
S'mores.
all of that
Okay,
happened.
we're going to make s'mores.
look at the chocolate that I brought back in this cool. Yummy.
S'mores?
Yeah, we have the s'more stuff. All right, guys, everybody
of
spread
course
out.
I
You especially spread out. Once over at Kane. I'm kidding.
Get the fuck out.
Let's make
And
a
you gotta
bigger
get
circle.
the marshmallow.
Let's
Well, we
make
find
a
Well, I'm
much-
making a s'more, so fuck you.
larger circle.
While we find motivation, Donovan, let us all enjoy a s'more together. I've never had one.
Donovan looks over, sees who's sitting there. He's just like, "Yeah, let's go do that." Walks over to
s'more.
where Chill Fox is, moves Chill Fox over, goes
Just
over to where
pick
John
him up.
is, moves John over, goes over to where Savannah is. Savannah's already moved, sits down next to Cross, stares at the two of them from the other side of Cross.
Hello, Dom.
Glaring at the two of them from the other side of Cross.
What a happy s'more that is.
No, I tried. I'm not as good as an emotional support Navi as they thought I was.
You just see Chill Fox look back, just
Fire.
like, "I don't think
Fire.
anyone could be."
I don't think, yeah. I'm
There's
pretty
something
sure.
going on over here.
Well-
where would you guys like to go and sit?
I'm gonna wait for Alan because Alan's not in the s'more circle yet.
He's not in the
Ooga
s'more circle.
chugga.
Do you want to? Do
Oh,
you,
yeah,
anybody
Alan-
want? Does anybody
Alan's
want to yell
probably
to him?
having a breakdown.
I'm gonna go look for Alan. Yeah, fuck this.
Ooga chugga. Ooga chugga.
You make your way over there. Perry, what are you doing, Paradise? You gonna go sit next to Brad?
He's gonna like plop down.
Cool. You sit next to Brad. Flick goes and sits down. Quest Girl goes and sits down. As you guys go to sit down, everybody seems to be doing their s'more goodness. You head over to Alan. Alan seems to be looking at his PET pretty closely. He seems to be reading something on it. You see that there is definitely a serious look on his face as he's reading. He does not seem to have noticed you. He seems to be in his Alan mode.
It's that thing of she knows he's probably looking over something serious, and she's also like, I totally understand that everyone is in this serious mode, but she's also thinking maybe if we just don't think about that for a little bit, we can maybe enjoy our time. So she's gonna just go behind him. She's going to tap his left shoulder, but stand at his right.
You tap his left shoulder and stand at his right. He turns the right shoulder. I knew you were there the whole time. I'm kidding, no. He is kind of going up and leaning against the thing that is that the other copybots are against. Like there's like this little incline here.
Oh, because he's leaning against something.
Mm-hmm. He's not got his back toward the group because then people can look over his shoulder at what he's reading.
Mm-hmm.
But you do go over to him and you go to kind of tap at him. He looks one way, then he looks back the other, like, what?
Hi.
Oh, Yome.
It seems like you're very focused on something.
Cross wrote something down. It's a little crazy.
Oh?
It's about, well, he looks over toward Nathan. It's about Nathan and some stuff that she found in him. I think that he's
Oh.
connected to some of the things that we were looking into in Scilabs.
You've already had your theories about that, have you not? Which is why you want to talk to Dr. Koda.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably the best thing for us to do tomorrow, if we can. But now that we have Quest Girl with us, maybe it'd be best if we didn't. I don't know. I know that both Savannah and Donovan are going to be heading to Scilabs tomorrow anyway, but
What do you think takes priority?
right now it seems like Nathan is fine. I'm glad that he's not hurt, and honestly, he seems to be talking a lot clearer when he's around Cross for some reason.
I'm not surprised.
I don't really know why or what's going on with him, but he doesn't seem like he's that big of a threat right now.
Well, isn't that a good thing?
And we only have maybe this day to look into Quest Girl, so heading home might be the best idea. Not to mention, honestly, maybe sticking out of some more heavy stuff for a little bit might be good. And just wait and see if we can get the results of everything that happened with Savannah and Donovan before looking into too many other things.
Then, do you want to go home later tonight?
Tonight?
I mean, it's not like we have a tent to really sleep in. Your father will... Actually, wait, do I know that? No, I don't know that. I don't know that his father will be tonight. Never mind. Conflicting memories.
I'd hate to bail on everyone.
It is up to you. Donovan actually thought about it as well. Considering everything that happened, everyone might be stressed in their own way. It is as they say, you can cut the tension with a knife. But at the same time...
He looks over everybody. You see that as people are sitting down, there's not a ton of chatting. You see that over at the other side, like, Quest Girl seems to be talking pretty vividly with Flick, but not really interacting with, like, Brad or Paradox Man. Neither of them are really saying anything. Nathan seems to be somewhat chatty, but not like as spirited as Quest Girl is. Kane's being very silent. Donovan's being very silent. Savannah and John are being very silent. Chillfox being very silent. Again, cut the tension with a knife is very accurate for what the situation is right now.
Yeah, it's that thing of she looks at it. At the end of the day, I had thought maybe if we all sat together and maybe tried to think of something else, it would be best. After all, Jean still wanted her camping trip. But I do not think this is the camping trip that Jean truly envisioned. But I also do not know what she is thinking. At the same time, I feel like maybe we can still try to understand one another. I understand that some things are probably not worth touching at the moment. But I want to think about as many people's comfort as I can. It probably sounds nonsensical at this point.
He's just kind of staring over at the group. This was supposed to be fun. You said yourself you wanted it to be really fun.
But if it is best for everyone to go home, then that could be the solution we draw upon. Or we can try to make the most of what we have left. We still have a night that we can make enjoyable somehow. I understand. Well, I really do not. But I can see why today's events can be very dramatic, but thankfully the best possible outcome is what happened. It is something that statistically would not be very likely. We should, as they say, count our blessings. Or maybe all of that is wrong.
No, I think you've got the right idea.
Mm. Hmm?
Let's go have some s'mores. I want to stay here tonight. Unless this doesn't work.
We will gauge the situation as we go. Maybe we can do what they do around a campfire. Tell scary stories, or sing the campfire song. Are there campfire songs?
I think that
I cannot sing,
maybe
actually.
I think maybe something to lighten the mood is pretty good.
We will think of something then.
He just starts moving his way over.
Do follow.
You make your way over. It's at this point. What am Vader?
Yep.
Eventually, you guys go through some different areas of the net. I'd like for the both of you to roll me for your sync, and will roll me with advantage because you have battle chip not battle chip handling, because you have the advanced buster packs and the bugvader.dat.
Okie dokie.
Roll with advantage. Like I roll.
Just roll twice.
12.
And roll one more time.
Oh, come on.
By the way, looking into it, because we haven't had a lot of these happen, Fomal
What?
will... Okay, Fomal, you roll it 2 more times. We'll roll it 1 more time.
Okie dokie.
Because
Thank you,
of
by the
fleetings.
way. The fleeting, it's been so long.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of rolls today, so not a lot of fleetings are going to get
It's been a
used.
talkie session. 17
How many times did you end up rolling, Will?
and 6.
That's my second one.
All right, I told you to roll with advantage, so we roll 1 more time.
Okay, that's what you mean by advantage.
Yep. Advantage means roll again. There you go. You had some great... Those are some great rolls, Will. What was the middle roll again?
11.
Okay.
And both the 2 and the 4, they were like, oh, hovering over 17. Just kidding. It's the 2. Oh, 19.
Boom, 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 boom. Nothing great, but between the two of you, you guys are able to get some battle chip data.
Yeah, teamwork.
You guys are able to get a cyber sword, a recover 1, and a cannon from your stuff.
Hell yeah.
It's not great chips, but you guys can use those for other things potentially when you get to the Bay Area and you can trade in chips.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Things are happening.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
By the time you guys get through your first little trek through, you do note that it is getting somewhat later, and you don't want to get too far, especially since while both of you guys do have backup data, you note that the others don't. So if anything happens, you guys want to make sure you're at the peak of your potential. You guys eventually make your way back into the PET. You guys can either come out into the thing or not. That's up to you.
I'm down to come out.
You guys want to come into the actual campsite?
Yep. Because we left like 3 copy bots in the middle of nowhere again.
Boop. You guys come out into the 2 copy bots you guys left behind. Everybody seems to be seated down, getting their s'more on. As you guys pop out, you guys notice that first off, as soon as you do, Nathan looks over at Bug Vader and goes, "Ah!" Like kind of moves back a bit.
Oh look, they made space for you.
Oh, thanks.
He's like, no, no, no.
A little bit more.
This is how he died.
Can you move a little bit more, please?
Yes.
Oh, I got listening too. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Everything
Oh,
is
yes.
happening for
Ah,
me.
there we go. A lot better.
Yeah, I can give this a little thumbs up. Yeah.
More like a lot better.
Oh my god.
Vader, I'm taking your s'mores now. You are banished from s'mores time.
As you guys surround, you guys see that everybody seems to have like a stick in their hand. Some of them have like, they seem to be passing like little chocolates and stuff around. So far, you guys can kind of tell there's a bit of a lull in conversation. Not a lot of people are wanting to talk. As the chocolate gets over toward Alan and Yome, and they seem to have their little sticks with their marshmallows and stuff. Alan seems to take an extra marshmallow out of the bag, at which point he just kind of like looks around. He would do this too. Let's roll. Okay, it would be. He tosses a marshmallow toward Cross.
Ah.
What do you want to do, Cross? You see a marshmallow flying through the air.
Oh no.
Tossed by Alan, so you know, not like hard.
I'll try to catch it.
You try to catch
Oh,
it?
then watch it burn in the fire.
It just goes straight in the fire. Like, oh, hold on, let me try that again. No.
Actually, Lindsay is throw. There.
Fuck it. I'll roll fucking. You think I'm a pussy? I'll roll physique. Let's go.
Yeah, no, roll physique.
I'll fucking roll physique.
You fucking fat. You fucking curveballs that shit. Back
Yeah, look
to
at that.
his face.
That's over a 10. He can throw a marshmallow.
Because I was gonna say that from here to here would be a cross. Yeah, I'd say roll a 10 for that.
He tosses over to Cross. Cross, you go to catch it. You do. You're in a copy bot, and it's Alan. As he tosses it to you, Cross, he's like, Cross.
Yes?
Truth or dare?
Truth?
He's like starts thinking. Everybody's just staring at Alan, and he's just like, oh god, social things happening.
Okay.
Rolling stress.
Okay. Let's have some fun here.
Neat. Alan starts just like seemingly steaming up, like so many people. He closes his eyes. Did you see anything funny happen at the that's not how that works. Alan. Donovan looks over at him. At least do it right. Cross.
Yes?
Truth or dare? You said truth.
Correct.
Have you had any crazy encounters at the hospital? Crazy as in, I don't know, ludicrous at all? And if so, what was it? Feel free to make something up.
Improv night. Let's go,
Okay,
boys.
I get to improv. I was about to use Betty's legacy incident. I think the most ludicrous thing that happened during there was I was taking care of an elderly man's bedpan, and he...
You see everybody kind of stop eating when you say bedpan. At least all the kids do. And he?
I was just... How do I put this politely?
There are children here. Come on.
He made very salacious requests, and I had to repeatedly explain to him that I was a copybot and physically incapable of doing such things.
Everybody just kind of looks at each other and looks back at Cross.
That's called sexual harassment.
Yeah,
Cross.
maybe we should complain.
Cross. He did understand that the laws of robotics prohibit us from assassination.
I know.
Oh no, murder?
I've taken the Hippocratic Oath, or at least been programmed with it. Such things are not possible for me.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Different than what I expected. Donovan hands you a marshmallow.
Copybots.
Donovan hands you a marshmallow.
I accept the marshmallow.
Well, your turn.
I will toss this mighty power I have been bequeathed at Savannah.
Ah! She catches.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Oh, she is one of those.
Excellent.
What would be appropriate there?
Everybody just kind of looks. You just hear under his breath. Donovan's just like, I almost feel like it would have been better if she said truth. I almost feel like it would have been more interesting. Yeah, she's kind of expected to say dare. I mean, it's not like it's a big shock.
Damn it, why do I have to do this as Cross? And Cross is not a creative thinker.
You can do it, man. I believe.
Brain blast.
Just lose control of the situation.
Sing Camptown Lady while doing jumping jacks.
Oh, you bitch.
Physical fitness is important.
She's like, fine. She takes a marshmallow from Donovan, hands it over to John. Camptown Lady, sing this. She goes off. John looks down at the marshmallow like, okay, I guess this is me then. She tosses it over toward Yome. Truth or dare?
Dare means I have to do something, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then dare.
She just kind of like looks at you, just kind of goes, I was thinking it was going to be truth, but wow, okay.
Do you want me to change it to truth?
Well,
Is
you
it
can't do
possible to
that.
change? Oh, okay. Dare then.
That kind of like looks around. As she does, she's like trying her best to see if she can think of anything. I dare you. God, it's actually hard to think of a dare for you.
What won't you do?
Oh,
It's
God.
not that. It's more just like, especially from John, because she's like, I don't want you to kiss Alan, so I'm not going to say that.
Can't take the obvious bait here.
She's like, I would rather die. I'm kidding.
I dare you to take a vow of celibacy.
She looks around as she does. She seems to get a smirk. I dare you to Jeez, this is hard. I dare you to do the next dare that is said by someone else. God, that's stupid. No, hold on.
Well, that's very fun.
Alan's just like, come on. Jeez, this is so hard. I don't know, just
Then let us switch to truth then.
I don't want to be the lame one.
It is not being lame. You just can't think of a dare.
It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. Nobody's thinking you're lame. Oh, everyone thinks I'm lame.
I don't think you're lame.
She's like, starts thinking. She's like,
I don't have a strong opinion on you yet.
like, oh, I got it.
Hmm?
She looks over at you. As she does, she just gives a smile. All right then. I would like you to She points over toward. I'm gonna roll really quick. Determine which one of these peeps she's gonna roll towards. All right. I want you to switch places with Nathan.
Huh?
She just smiles. Something wrong?
Is that really it? What
Mhm.
happens if you do not do the dare?
Well, you have to do the dare.
Oh,
Looks at Nathan.
All right then, I guess.
Nathan shrugs.
You must, Yome. Be careful. If you don't, you become something terrible.
As you get up and Nathan gets up, Alan just looks at you as you leave, just giving like a bit of a wave, then looks over at John like, that's mean. She just got comfortable. Nathan gets there. He just kind of stares at Nathan like, hi.
Hey, buddy.
So want to hear all these disturbing things I heard from Cross about you?
Hey, buddy, what brings you to be sitting next to me?
Hey, Bommy. Buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
As they hand you a marshmallow. Yome.
Tosses it to Nathan. Yoink.
Yeah, okay.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Switch places with me.
That's what I thought.
Fucking wrecked.
You see John pout like
Smirks and just like does a little stick out tongue at John and pulls on her eyelid like.
That was beautiful.
Okay. He seems to just kind of toss it over toward what? Yeah.
Hello.
Truth or dare, you guy.
I mean, I guess we've had a bunch of theirs, so I suppose a truth would be a different thing.
Okay. Do you go to our school or something? Shit. No, that wasn't the truth. Fuck.
Okay.
Young man, watch your language.
Like, fuck,
Right.
shit, fuck.
Piss, shit, fuck. Okay. You ever had a girlfriend?
No.
Take that, loser.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah, it
Watch
is.
it starts falling.
Hands you a marshmallow.
Smile, unflinching.
That's the best part about Watt. He's always happy.
Yeah, take that, loser. Got him. You have the marshmallow. What?
All right, I have the power. You know what? Fuck it. Paradox. Yoink.
Oh, fuck.
Keep her there.
Truth.
I mean, I suppose I know you're a police officer, so there's no point in
What?
asking you that. What?
I'm playing.
That's me.
Nathan
Yes.
just has freaking Tourette's.
Fuck. Shit. Fuck. I'm kidding.
I mean, I guess. You're a
The
police
live
officer,
long
right?
day.
Hello, you're back. I mean, do you have any weird coworker stories? You're a caparina.
Let me think.
They left you in a public bar.
Yeah, I know they left me in a public spot. Well, there was one I can recall. Weird one. What was their name? They were a new recruit. They weren't very competent. Weren't very talented. Don't know how they got the position of even getting in. I think it was Taven or something like that. Not sure what happened to them. But I do remember one case. It was, oh, you see, it was a double high. Do you know what? Maybe I'd rather do a dare.
Okay. Is that a thing you can? Okay, I can work with that.
It's a thing that's happening right now. It's in the rules. I make the new rules, new law.
You made the rules?
I'm the
Your
cop.
warrant
I'm
does
the
not
rules now.
Your warrant doesn't cover changing the rules.
It doesn't, but we're moving on to the dare now.
I mean, technically, it says he can do whatever he wants.
Oh, okay, fine.
Technically, it says you can do whatever you want.
That's not how it work.
Hush you.
What's your
Dare
dare?
me
What?
now.
You think I fought this far?
Tell him
No
to
one-
do
no-
something.
No one expects you to say dare.
Tell him to kiss someone.
With what mouth?
Do it.
Exactly.
Listen, having no mouth just makes it hotter.
What?
Listen, I'm trying to think of something that won't be terrible. Because usually when you play Truth and Dare with your friends, they're of legal age.
I'm surprised Watt didn't throw the marshmallow at Alan. Hoped he said dare and said be the president of silence.
Fucking destroyed.
God dang it. I'm kidding.
God dang it, what?
thought
Alan is
about it.
thoroughly defeated.
So, Mr. Gardner, what inspired you to be the fucking president of silence?
I lost a dare.
I said dare one day.
So what's the
Literally
dare?
truth or dare.
But Alan, don't you know that you could ignore dares in reality? Yes, but I didn't want to be a buzzkill. Vader would.
Double dog dared
So
me.
what's the dare?
Who was the
Okay.
dare, what?
Can't think of anything right now. You don't have a mouth.
I have a mouth.
You do?
What? You don't see it?
I don't see it. No.
You get
It's
your eyes-
mostly very, very dark in there.
You get your guys recalibrated. I have a mouth, eyes, nose, I have the whole thing going on.
You have the whole thing. You sure?
Is there something wrong with my face?
I'm not stalling. You're stalling.
Well, you answered a question. There's your truth or dare. You take a marshmallow.
Yeah, there you go. Please just take your marshmallow.
Yeah, okay.
Dear God.
Alright, let's see, who's the victim now? Eeny, meeny, miny.
I say you, and then you spike them in the head with the marshmallow.
Eeny, meeny, miny, yeet. I'm gonna throw the marshmallow at Alan.
Alan goes to catch it. Hold on.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh
sake,
my
kid,
God.
please.
It's gonna fucking pelt him in the eye.
Not 20.
Oh hell yeah!
Alan catches it with
Right?
one hand.
Look at him go.
Ah!
Clap,
Catch.
clap, 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 clap.
You see,
Truth or dare.
there's like some clappings around. Dare.
Dare.
Oh,
You
Look
can
at
tell
being
that
bold.
you can tell that whenever Alan came over, he's like, I want to raise morale, so that means dare.
Ah, dare. Well, I wasn't expecting such a bold choice.
I'm a bold guy.
yeah.
Ha!
That was the real joke of the day.
I'll warn you. Don't tell me to streak through here. I've already done it. Okay, that
Oh,
was,
I wouldn't
that was,
wanna read
that
it.
was that was a little much.
Well, I wouldn't want to rehash old content, now would I? I think something more fun. More. I'm trying to think. What can I say that's actually a fucking. Oh dear. Well, Alan, I need to ask you something first. Do
Yeah.
you have anyone you have, what's the word? Particular affection towards?
Oh God.
Ah, I see. It's a yes.
This isn't a truth. I don't have to answer that.
Well, it has to do with the dare, you see. I don't want to waste a perfectly good dare on something that doesn't exist, Alan.
You see, as you're asking this, John leans in. Donovan leans in. Kane leans in. Quest Girl. Okay, anyway.
Quest Girl is eating like 5 spoons
Potentially Yome leans in.
No, she just tilts her head like, hmm?
Come on now.
Well, come on. Don't have a good enough dare?
Alright. My dare to you. Oh, what could be funny?
Yeah, that's how it fucking feels, right? Fucking feel it now.
Yeah, you're being mean for no reason, Paul.
Right.
Well. I can't say that. Can't do that. Can't say that. Can't do that one. That's illegal, I think. No, definitely illegal. Damn. I dare you to become the president of Scilabs.
What?
Yeah?
You see
Let
Watt
it finish.
stand up. You see Watt stand up, put both fists in the air. Woo!
My life purpose has been fulfilled, and then one explodes.
What?
Your hand so he could start slow clapping.
Is that even a doable dare?
I don't know. I'll make up the rules.
Oh, yes, it is. Does Bader still have the plaque in his head?
Yeah.
I want to take it out.
I mean, I don't know, I don't make the rules about this game.
You just
Yeah,
said you
go
did.
on. Yeah, go on, Alan. Become the leader of Scilabs. Kane says. Alan looks over toward Kane. Alan looks over toward Kane. Looks over toward Paradox. Looks over toward Watt. I mean, if I want to, then fine, I will.
Well, look at that.
Well, that's a cop out. No, it's not. What am I supposed to do right now? Walk over to him and tell him?
You know what's funny is you can just take the position, then quit like immediately.
Oh, I guess that would have been a lot more. I mean, I technically did that today, right?
Probably. I wasn't really listening.
Well, good job on wasting your dare, sucker.
You'll get it. You'll get it eventually.
Sorry. He takes a marshmallow, chucks it at Bug Vader.
Lesson one: never.
It is a start.
It's a start. You just have to not apologize, and it's the next step.
Vader, do you catch it?
Yeah.
Truth or dare? Oh, okay.
No hesitation.
Glitter in his eyes. Let's get this party started, Alan.
Something for you. He looks over. He sees Brad. Looks back to you. Beat Brad in a race around the campgrounds. Brad immediately stands up, like, "Yep."
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's like, I don't care that I someone said race. I'm ready.
Did somebody say run?
You say run?
You see Charlie show up beside him. Somebody say race. Anyway,
Hold on.
What's up?
Yeah.
Phew.
Somebody say run.
It's the patron.
You
It's
see-
the patron saint of racing.
You see,
The patron saint of racing.
you see here an incredible black man. Pinnacle of black excellence. Charlie.
CEO of racing.
Eisen?
No!
You know,
I don't know who that is, but he's gonna race. Let's go. I have Charlie's stats. Let's go. All right. So
I have Charlie's token.
Squeaky, I was going to say let's get this race war started. Now you just make it up.
So, with that being said, let's go for some rolls.
Let's avoid
But in this three-way race between Brad, Bug Vader, and some guy who walked up.
On his fucking midnight stroll.
Roll me for that
He's like,
speed.
Hey everyone,
"Say,
I was here kicking copy bots to death because I'm a bounty hunter, you see.
Brad's next.
There we go. We got a cameo in and everything.
And Charlie. All right, so far for the first roll, Brad takes the lead as Charlie is right behind him and Bug Vader taking up the rear, but not by much. Everybody have pretty low rolls. We need 2 more rolls. See if you can keep going. Then Brad. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. And then
Ooh.
Charlie.
That's
Charlie sees Brad take off. Just Brad looks back, sees both Charlie and Vader right on his heels, and he's like, no.